Truth Seekers is a viewer-supported show. Now there's a great way to support these broadcasts and show your support. Please be sure and check out our merchandise store. Links to our 2 merchandise online stores are in the links to this video or podcast. The Amazon storefront ships super quickly in the United States, Great Britain, and in many more places. Amazon may not ship to your country or location. If that's the case, hit our second merchandise link in the description and visit our Redbubble storefront. Merchandise from our Redbubble storefront ships worldwide, but may take longer than Amazon. We've got a great deal of super high quality merchandise for you to choose from, including t-shirts, phone cases, sweatshirts, and even pillows. The feedback from our products have been overwhelmingly great. Quality products and fast shipping. People all over the world are buying some merchandise and showing their support of the show. Praise the cash! Praise the cash! Praise the cash! We thank you all, kind and generous benefactors who are buying some merchandise and helping us to continue this journey.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, step right up. It's time for Comic Disclosure. 2 clowns talking an incredible amount of bullshit, and neither of them will ever prove any of this. It's the Comic Disclosure Show, where 2 clowns talk a whole lot of bullshit and have 0 proof for any of this. Hosted by your 2 favorite cosmic clowns, Davey, Clowncock, and Clowny No Good. Let's get into it, friends.
Greetings and salutations, friends. It's time to go down the rabbit hole. And oh, what a crazy rabbit hole it is! Yeah. Filled with lies and deception, half-truths and bullshit. And 2 greedy clowns who only care about money. See, they want to tell their bullshit stories with no proof. They've got no proof for any of this. But that didn't stop them from collecting hundreds of thousands of dollars for their bullshit stories. All they care about, these greedy clowns, is cash. It's time to go down the rabbit hole, it is. And oh, what a crazy rabbit hole it is. See, these 2 greedy clowns thought they could tell fake stories for money. And they made hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars selling this bullshit. They'll never prove any of this. They got no proof. All they can do is lie, my friends. And they may have been hired by the deep state to muddy the waters into serious research of these topics. That's right, these clowns are hired guns. Welcome to the rabbit hole, friends. Watch.
I'm your host, and I'm
20 years to the time of when you joined. And during this time, some people had gotten tattoos, scars, injuries that would disappear, and
Really?
you would be regressed back. People that have been put through this, when they've been back in, after they've been deposited back into their...
We have for this episode There's a lot more where this came from coming up next time because you need to know, and we thank you for watching.
Good evening. Good evening, and welcome. I'm Professor David Jacobs, with a Z. Yes. I'm a college professor, author, researcher, and lecturer. What's going on with my hair? They put too much gel in it. Okay. So, I'm a college professor, author, researcher, and lecturer, of course, mostly about aliens, alien abductions, hybrid aliens taking over Earth. I'm sure you've heard some of my lectures before, but tonight I'm here to address the recent controversy about me asking a victim of an alien abduction for some panties. In my defense, she was pretty hot, okay? And I just had to have her unwashed panties for science. It's for science, okay? I need those panties for science, okay? We want to welcome all members of the live chat here. Now, I just want to say that in my defense, okay, she was really hot, okay? I need the panties for science. It's for science, okay? These charges are ludicrous. This is directly from my website, Charge. I am a sexual deviant for asking for her unwashed underpants. This charge against me illustrates how her signature style of attack, maliciously taking my words out of context. Early on in our sessions, she mentioned that she was going to send me her underpants, okay? She said she was going to send me a cotton bud with the discharge. You know, the alien jizz discharge in the cotton swab, but then she didn't do it. Now, I believe that this sample might offer some rare material evidence about the alien abduction phenomenon. And we talked about the importance of obtaining this hybrid DNA from her panties, okay? And then everyone lost their minds. And I just wanted to say, I did not have sexual relations with that girl's panties, okay? I asked for those unwashed panties for science, okay? I'm a scientist, okay? I'm a college professor, after all. I was a college professor at Temple University, right? And I just want to say, I did not have sexual relations with those panties, okay? I asked her for those unwashed panties just for science. I'm a scientist, okay? I'm a professor. I'm a researcher. It was for science. See, she was having sex with aliens. Yeah, that's right, aliens. She was having sex with aliens in a flying saucer. Okay? I needed those panties because two of my favorite things happen to be hot chicks and aliens, okay? And this story had both. A hot chick, she probably has some really sexy panties, yeah. It had a hot chick with some nice panties with some alien jizzagoo in them, okay? I needed to get to the alien spooge. And she was having sex with them aliens, so I emailed her and I responded to her about how important it is to get the alien spooge DNA. And she described a possible new sexual encounter with the aliens, okay? She said, yeah. And I emailed her back. I said, yeah, it does sound like another incident. Yeah, when you're getting banged by an alien, that's sure an incident, all right. I said, it sounded like another incident. Of course, if there was any residue from the sexual activity, I would be extremely pleased to receive it in the mail. I wanted her to send me the residue from alien sexual activity and told her that I would be extremely pleased to receive it in the mail. Getting the DNA is not exactly like finding the Holy Grail, but it will add tremendous credibility to everything if we can show anomalies in the alien splooge jizz DNA, okay? I told you this was for science. So yeah, I asked her for unwashed panties for science. Okay? I did not want to have sex with those panties, okay? Or pleasure myself while sniffing the panties, as some people have suggested. No, I wanted the alien jizz, okay? Hey, I could have been famous if I could get that sweet, sweet alien jizz. Who else has alien jizz? It would be a huge story that I could make a lot of money off of. The truth is, my books are not selling real well because I've been telling people that aliens are abducting and impregnating humans for a decade, or at least a bunch of years now, and a bunch of books. And I have no proof other than the hot girls that I would hypnotize, and they would tell me about having, they had sex with those aliens, okay? That's the proof. I hypnotized them, and I said, did you get banged by an alien? And they said yes. And then I asked them for the panties. That's how this research project works, okay? See, I wanted to get those panties so I'd finally have some alien jizz proof. If I could just get that sweet, sweet gray alien spooge analyzed. No, I'm not going to analyze the alien gray spooge, okay? I'm not going to analyze it. I'm going to analyze it, okay? Then I'm going to find the anomalies in the DNA. And now that we have the proof, this is proof positive of alien spooge jizz, okay? That's what I wanted. I wanted her to mail me the alien spooge, okay? Now, I wanted to get some DNA tests on that alien jizz. So I do not understand all this controversy, okay? I was trying to get samples of the alien jizz. Why are people getting so mad? I was just trying to get to those sweet, sweet panties so I could get that sweet, sweet alien gray jizz spooge, hybrid alien spooge DNA. Who else has alien hybrid spooge, okay, that they could take around to UFO conferences? These dorks will buy anything, okay? I could go around to all the conferences and show everybody my alien jizz samples. Come on, it was science. This was a great idea, and you people ruined it. Why are people getting so mad? I don't get it. I just needed to get to that sweet, sweet alien gray spooge. That jizz might have been my ticket to the big time, and all these cancel culture people ruined it. I could have been on real shows instead of, like Richard Dolan's UFO Circle Jerk or Jimmy Church's UFO Clown Show. I'm not exactly at the top of my game here, but if I had that alien spooge, I'm telling you, I could get this to work, okay? I almost had it. I almost had that sweet, sweet alien spooge. And if it wasn't for you pesky, meddling kids, I'd be rolling in those UFO dollars right now. Now I'm suddenly getting canceled. I'm not even welcome at UFO conferences to sell my alien spooge stories now. Great. I may have to start selling panties just to survive. And it doesn't matter that I've been telling people for years and years that aliens are kidnapping women and impregnating them and creating hybrid aliens so that they could take over the world. Proof, hey, I hypnotized some hot chicks and they told me that my theory is true, and then I told them to send me their panties, okay? It must be true. Buy my books. I need the money. And more importantly, I need more panties. I need to get a hold of some of that sweet, sweet gray alien spooge. And when I finally get it, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to analyze it. I'm not going to analyze alien gray spooge or jizz, okay? I'm not sure it would be safe to analyze spooge from an alien, okay? I'm going to analyze it. Get your mind out of the gutter. I just slip of the tongue. Freudian slip, I don't know. Now, I'd like you all to join hands in the live chat and join me as I activate the secret and the law of attraction so that I can manifest my heart's desire into my life. That's right, panties. Yeah, I love panties. I need more panties. Have you been the victim of an alien abduction? I just want your panties. Were you anally probed? I need your panties. Okay? Did you have sex with an alien? Then I need your panties. Did you have sex with multiple aliens? then I definitely need your panties because those are likely loaded up with the alien spooge jizz that I'm looking for, okay? All right. It's for science, ladies and gentlemen. It's all for science. I need to get my hands on that sweet, sweet alien gray jizz, okay? Now let's meditate on that alien jizz, and people all over the world, let's pray that they will send me their panties just filled with that alien spooge. That sweet, sweet alien gray jizz. I need it. I need more, okay? And all around the world, I feel people are listening to me here. And please, please, let them send their panties. And the more alien spooge I can collect, the sooner I can make some UFO dollars and prove all the stuff that I've been saying for years and years and years is actually true. We're going to have real alien spooge. Oh, let those panties just be filled with that sweet, sweet gray alien spooge I've been hoping for. I do this meditation every day. Come on, friends, help me. We're going to meditate. I want panties. I want alien jizz. I need panties. I need sweet, sweet alien spooge. I need alien jizz and panties. Yeah. I do this meditation every day, and I need you all globally to do this meditation with me so that every day, you got to do it every day, help me, so that I can manifest all the gray, jizz-filled panties I can get into my life. They're coming in the mail. I need those panties for science. I need that sweet, sweet alien spooge for science. All around the world, friends, hot, crazy chicks who say they've had sex with aliens are already sending me their panties. Yeah, it's lovely. Look, I got these bad boys a few weeks ago. Look at that. That's some sweet, sweet alien panties. But we have done a comparative analysis. Nope, there's no alien jizz on these. No, I'm sure of it. I'm sure there's no alien jizz on these panties, okay? Yeah, the nose knows, friends. I'm sniffing panties for science, okay? This is not because I'm perverted or because, I'm a sexual deviant. Man, these are good. I'm going to save this for later. Whew, yeah, what can I say? Whew. And let me tell you, friends, I got these other ones. These are my favorites, but there's a problem with them. Look at it. These are my favorites. Look at that. There's fancy ones, right? There's fancy panties. Somebody. Oh, yeah. But we did a comparative analysis for alien DNA on these panties. Oh. Damn it. Whoever sent me these panties left a lot of hair in them. Jesus. I'm trying to do the comparative analysis. Ooh, that hair's going up my nose, too. In my mouth. I got some stranger's pubes in my mouth. There's pubes in my mouth. Can you please clean the panties of pubes before you send them in to a scientist like me? My comparative analysis. Oh, no alien spooge on these either. God, this must be some hairy girl sent me these. Jeez. All right. Now, I gotta tell you, friends, I'm very proud, though, because after sniffing hundreds of pairs of panties, doing my comparative analysis, these are the best ones so far. These, friends, are my favorites, okay? Because I got these bad boys in the mail a few days ago, and I started doing my comparative analysis. Oh, and it turns out, oh yeah, lovely. It turns out, friends, that I finally hit pay dirt. When I got done sniffing these and scraped for alien DNA jizz, I hit pay dirt. That's right, all you skeptics and all you naysayers, I finally got the proof of gray alien DNA jizz, okay? I hit pay dirt, okay? In the form of alien spooge. Alien spooge exhibits some strange properties. Hold on a second. Oh man, these are the best. All right, listen. Alien spooge, we have done some scientific studies now, exhibit some very strange properties, okay? Because I just took a little tiny, it was the size of a pencil eraser of gray alien spooge jizz off of these panties after I did my comparative analysis and my scientific observations and tests. All right. After I did my tests, I specked a little bit off of there and I put it in a dish, in a chemical dish. And it exhibits some very strange properties. See, in just one day, the jizz just kept growing. That's right. It got 10 times bigger and it just keeps getting bigger. I put a truly tiny amount in this dish yesterday. I gotta mix it up here. We're gonna see. I got the alien spooge, okay? This is it. And in a Truth Seekers worldwide exclusive, we're going to give you the truth about alien gray sweet, sweet jizz, okay? Alien gray sweet, sweet jizz, there's some strange properties. First of all, it grows. And second of all, you would think if this came from an alien gray, it would be gray. But in a worldwide exclusive, we're going to share with you tonight, the truth is that this alien spooge is green, okay? The alien spooge is green. And I gotta tell you, friends, this is some sweet, sweet alien spooge, and I'm gonna be making the rounds at the UFO conferences, and you too can get a sample of my alien spooge. My alien spooge is the best alien spooge that anyone has ever created or found. And it's got these strange alien properties. It keeps growing every day. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger. I gotta tell you, it's lovely. All right, let me put it all back in. And then we're gonna leave this dish. We're gonna leave this dish out of the spooge. We got the alien spooge. We got the proof of alien life on Earth. And this is the proof. It's alien spooge. This is sweet, sweet, gray alien jizz. And I gotta tell you, it's delicious. This is so delicious. I gotta tell you, friends, it was worth all the hassle. It was worth all you people making fun of me for collecting alien painting. This is the best alien spooge that I have ever tasted in my life. It's so worth it. It is the holy grail of ufology right here. I got this alien spooge, and it is delicious. It's a little salty, though. It's just a little bit salty, friends. Then we'll have a little bit more. Then we can try to wrap. Oh, it's messy. It's very messy. The alien spooge is very messy, friends. Just bear with me. Oh, I'm going to save this alien spooge napkin for later. Because along with sniffing the panties, I love sniffing the alien spooge. I'm having an overload here. This is crazy. All right. What can I say, friends? I got caught hypnotizing a girl and telling her while she was under hypnosis that she should send me her panties. Not even think about it. Don't doubt it. Just send me your panties right away. And some people are being very critical of me, right? And saying that I'm a sex creeper. But I'm telling you, this was for science, okay? And listen, while we're here, I just thought we would lighten the mood, and I'll tell you some jokes, okay? Just hold on here. Okay, 1 second, friends. Gonna have to bear with me for a moment. I can't see too well in this studio here, yeah. I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us tonight here on Truth Seekers. Remind you that you can follow Stephen Cambion on Twitter. It's at Stephen Cambion. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share these videos. It really does help with the YouTube algorithms, and we appreciate your support. Please do like, comment, and subscribe these videos. If you happen to be listening in audio podcast land, you're missing half the fun, and that's the video and also the live chat interaction. So what we're gonna do, I still got alien spooge in my beard now. Look, you see that green? The alien spooge gets stuck in your beard. It really does. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna tell some jokes, and then we're gonna take a break, and a short break, a very short break, and then I'm gonna come back and answer all your comments and your questions in the live chat. 1 second now. Let's just bear with me one moment, friends. Oh, there we go. All right. So I got some jokes for y'all. Hope you like these jokes. Oh, boy, that alien spooge is really salty. All right. So, 1 second, we gotta do this again. Okay. All right, now, friends. On to my jokes here. Okay, here's the first joke. So why do blondes even bother to wear panties? It's to keep their ankles warm. Yeah, to keep their ankles warm. You get it? Blonde? Okay. Yesterday, I took some receipts from Bitcoin into an exotic dancer's panties. That was my first use of cryptocurrency. Yeah, the jokes only get worse from here. Why don't witches wear panties? Why don't witches wear panties? It's because they need to get a better grip on the broom, friends. Yeah. William Shatner recently announced that he's discontinuing his new line of lingerie. Apparently, Shatner Panties wasn't the best choice for a name. Yeah, I know. Shatner Panties. All right. Let's see. What do you call a snake that wears panties? A python. All right. So my girlfriend came home from work last night and immediately said, "David, take off my skirt." So I took off her skirt. Then she said, "David, take off my shoes." So I took off her shoes. Then she said, "Take off my bra and panties." And I took those off too. Then she looked at me and she said, "I don't want to catch you wearing my clothes ever again." Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's my girlfriend. Her name is Sally. And I really hate that name, Sally. But do you know who really hates that name? Yeah, my wife. Yeah, my wife hates that name, Sally. All right, just a few more here. They're just getting worse and worse. Okay, last night I gently slid my wife's panties to the side so I could fit the rest of the socks in her drawer. Yeah, not what you were thinking. Get your mind out of the gutter. Last night my girlfriend told me to take her panties off, and I said, sure, they don't fit me anyway. Oh boy. Taxi driver picked up a call girl, a lady of the night. And they arrive at their destination, and she confesses that she doesn't have any money. She says, "Will this do?" And the cabbie, he looked in his rearview mirror, and he sees this girl spreading her legs with no panties. And he says, "I don't know, do you got anything smaller?" All right, what do you call a mortician that steals dead people's underwear? An undie taker. Yeah. And finally, what kind of underwear do old people wear? Depends. Depends. Yeah. So, friends, I want to thank each and every one of you for joining us. We're going to take a short break, and then I am going to take your comments, your questions, we're going to interact with the live chat for as long as we can, okay? Let me do this here. I want to thank all of you for coming. Tonight we're going to do a short musical break of aliens dancing because everybody loves aliens dancing, and we'll be right back, friends. Well, here we are back again, friends, and I'm going to take comments and questions from the live chat. FGraph72 is here and says, see no panties. Okay. Yeah, see? We're done with the panties for today. Yes. Any comments or questions for me, please put them in all caps. Samantha Walters was disgusted by tonight's presentation, and that's a risk that we all run when we do something a little strange. Yeah, well, I'm sorry she didn't like it. And I apologize to anyone offended. It's not our intent to offend anybody, but just to laugh at the ridiculousness of something like PhD Pennygate. Bernard Conkin is here and says, so creepy, Stephen. You know, it's not that creepy. Look. I gotta clean the alien spooge off of it. Maybe it's only creepy because it's got too much alien spooge on it now. Yeah, we'll clean it up later, Bernard Conkin. All Around Arbiter says, you're as funny as a root canal. Uh-oh. Yeah, Brock Lander says, where are the big granny bloomers? Well, no. Nobody sent me any big granny panties yet, so we're just here, you know, with the panties we got, okay? And I love them. I love them. I love the panties, especially unwashed ones. And then I rub the spooge. Look, we dip them in the alien spooge over here, and they're just dripping with the spooge. Oh, it's just delicious. Smells delicious too. Okay, Non-Entity 257 is here. It says, did you get Angeli's panties? No, those weren't from her. No. All Around Arbiter says, you look like a driving instructor or an elementary school or junior high school principal. Well, thanks very much, I suppose, right? No, okay. I'm Dr. David Jacobs, or Professor David Jacobs, sorry. Scott Hernandez, David Jacobs does his research on his own time and is the only reason we have a lot of the information we do on the subject. I don't know about these allegations. Well, they're all over the internet, and yeah, they're just allegations. Still funny. What's the story with Dr. Jacobs and the panties? Well, Patrick Sheehan, I got caught hypnotizing girls and telling them to send their panties to me. Well, one girl, maybe more. We know about one. I was hypnotizing her. There's an audio tape of me hypnotizing her, telling her, just send me those panties. Don't worry. Don't even think about it. Just send me the panties, okay? So and then I got canceled from a UFO conference because I was telling this girl to send me her panties. It's Pantygate. PhD Pantygate. That's what we call it. Yes, Fred Tetsu. Yes, I am a real professor. Well, I was a professor of history and psychology, maybe, I believe, at Temple University, an associate professor, not tenured, right? I think. Sorry if I misspeak. It's been a while since I worked at Temple University. Bill Dawana says hypnosis and abuse is a real issue. Yes, I agree with you 100%. Hypnosis and abuse is a real issue. So I'm going to do something here. We read every single super chat, and I was a little busy with the presentation, so I don't know if we even got any. If we did, I'm going to shout them out. We read every single super chat that comes in, and we thank everyone for their kindness, their generosity, and their support. Or you can support me on Patreon. Well, you can support Stephen Cambion on Patreon for as little as $1 a month. Or you can send a PayPal donation. And the instructions for how to do that are in the About section of our video here. In the About section of the video below, or in the About section of our channel, there's a Donate by PayPal button. Yes, indeed. So I'm going to check in on the Super Chats and that sort of thing. I don't want to miss thanking anyone. 1 second here. Yes, well, we have Patrick Sheehan so far with a kind and generous US $4.99 super sticker purchase. Looks sort of like a oh no clown or something. Yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, there you go. Here, I can put it up. Patrick Sheehan with a kind and generous $4.99. Patrick, your generosity and your continued support of the show, and for always being willing to throw a couple of bucks in the hat, and for helping us to praise the cash, friends. Thank you, Patrick, for your kindness, your generosity, and your support. Anybody else get him in? We are going to be, bouncing out of here. There's a definite time frame that this is permissible to do, and we're past that now. Not as bad as it was in the summer in here, but yeah. Well, Bernard Conkin, just look at all the hypnotized masses being abused by Jeremy Cowbell's lies on TV. Yeah, I got the truth. Okay, the aliens are taking over the whole planet. Okay, that's what's happening. They're knocking up girls, and then they come back and they steal the babies off them knocked up girls, and those are alien hybrid babies, and then they send the alien hybrids once they reach maturity to live, on planet Earth. And they're hoping to get enough of those alien hybrids running around in our population that they could just take over our whole planet. This planet will belong to them. Famous. And you know who else sells my ridiculous stories? Richard Dolan, of course. Richard Doe scam. What can he say? He likes that, right? Yes, you can. Non-entity 257 wants to buy a jar of the sweet alien spooge on my website. Yeah, it'll be there soon. We're getting it together. We are getting it together. Heavy Metal says, these masks you make yourself, that's impressive. If so, yes, more or less. Yes, we have been doing this for quite some time. We've got quite a lot of characters going, and yeah, it's a feature of the show. But I realize that some people don't like these shows and would rather I drop this and never do it again. But then other people, it's their favorite kind of a show. So we have to reach some balance, try to make the whole audience happy with the shows that we are doing, right? Yes, absolutely. All Around Arbiter says, professor at Hamburger University. Brock Lander says, Jacobs must have gone to school with Cosby. Yes, I believe so. And Chris77 says, this is art. Yes, it is. I'm Professor David Jacobs, okay? And I like panties. I'm not gonna apologize. I just like them, okay? I like the panties, and I don't care what anybody says. I love panties, and I love the alien spooge, okay? I love it. I love it, okay? I'm looking for alien spooge. This is for science, okay? Yes, and Patrick Sheehan says, Rich R. Doe scam. I would tend to agree. Yes, I would. Yes, I would. So I want to remind everybody, if you do share this video anywhere, please do hashtag it with the hashtag we used in the description or in the title of this video, and that is PhD Pantygate. Because I'm a PhD, and this is Pantygate, okay? All this controversy just because I was trying to get some girls to send me their panties. Only one that they can prove, okay? I don't know if there's more. I got canceled over one accusation. I don't know if that's fair. I was doing this for science. It's for science, okay? It's for science. I don't like my hair like that. Yeah, I look more distinguished when it's not. Yeah, all right. We'll fix that. Yes, we will. And yes. So I want to thank everybody for their kindness and their generosity and their support of the show. If we don't have any further questions for me, we're going to wrap things up here and call it an early Truth Seekers Night because I don't know. I think Steve Cambion's got something to do, and yeah, at least that's what I hear. Yes. FGriff72 repeating the hashtag you should share this video with. It's PhD Pantygate. Yes, it is. What a scandal. What a scandal. If only they could, only those. Look, I got alien spooge all over my tie. Look, it's just dripping down. Oh, it's just dripping. I'm going to save that for later. Oh, this sweet, sweet alien gray spooge. It's just lovely alien jizz. I finally have the proof I've been after. I got the alien jizz. I would think everybody would be proud of me instead of, complaining about how I get the alien jizz. I think this is very fair, okay? So, there we go. Little adjustments. Gotta make some little adjustments here before next time. It's not quite tight enough, right? So here we are, and I know that some people prefer the more serious shows. I just wanted to announce Steve Cambion told me, that we're going to have an interview on Wednesday, and more will be released about that interview tomorrow, but it will be a full-length interview with a fellow YouTube content producer that produces content for in the realm of UFOs, right? Let's just check in 1 second. We can announce that tonight. Yes. We will be hosting Ron from CosmicNeighbors.com or Cosmic Neighbors, the YouTube channel, who has some theories about the UFO phenomenon that we will more fully explore. Steve Cambion will more fully explore those on tomorrow. Yes. I'm sorry, Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So the interview with Ron is going to be Wednesday the 6th at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please be sure to tune in. We'll get the show going in StreamYard and get it up there. So we'll have a link for you tomorrow for that. I'm not sure about a show Tuesday evening. I don't know. Steve Cambion doesn't tell me much. He just wanted me to come here and talk about my alien spooge obsession. Okay? All right. So, look. I did the best I could do to find the proof of alien life. And it's right here. It's this wonderful alien spooge that will soon be selling on our website for $19.95. And you could take some home with you. You could eat it, drink it. You could analyze it if you want. It's just beautiful UFO. It's green. It glows in the dark because it's alien spooge. I bet you didn't know that, too. Alien spooge glows in the dark. Okay? So, soon, Get the website up, and you too will be able to buy some glow-in-the-dark alien spooge direct from me. And it's real, friends. It's real alien spooge. This isn't a fake story at all, okay? I got the proof of the alien hybridization and worldwide takeover of Earth from them aliens. And it's all based on this, friends. The alien spooge. And I got it. I got the goods. I got the proof. Yes. Lee Guy is here and he says, it's $333 for a gallon. Yes, it is. That's exactly what it costs. Okay? Wendell Lambo wants to buy some panties. Well, you can buy this pair. This one don't smell too good. I don't know. It smells a little rotten. But I still like it. But it smells kind of like rotten fish, you know? Like not good fish, like fish that's been laying out too long. I don't know. Yeah, I'll sell you this one for $333. It belonged to some hot girl. Yeah. Anyway, Moody Mongol is here and says Dick Dosham. Dosham. Ooh, that's even better. Dick Dosham. Yes, maybe. Maybe. Lucky Mole says, Lee Guy says he's going to send me a banana hammock. I don't need that. And Lucky Mole says, oh damn, I just threw up. I was drinking it earlier. It's delicious, Lucky Mole, but it's very salty. Okay? Yes, and I'm sure there will be a discount code in the description. Yes, there's a discount code. Blinkenleer says enough. Yeah, I think so. On that note, I think you're right. So we're going to bounce on out of here. I again want to thank everybody for their kind and generous donations to the show. You can do that by Super Chat or by PayPal. There's a link in the description, or sign up for Patreon and you get to see things like this a little bit early with the backstage members only pass for as little as $1 a month. Yeah, so that's where we're at. I'm glad that I could come here and guest host Truth Seekers and try to clear up some problems, people had with this whole story, right? Yeah. I'm glad that everybody knows the truth now, okay? It wasn't about the panties. It was about that sweet, sweet alien spooge jizz that I've been trying to get for years. And now I gotst it. I gotst it, friends. I got the alien spooge. And I'm going to be, it's going to be on my website for $333 a gallon, but we're going to drop out to ounces. Will be $33. We're going to have a whole system. And you can buy as much alien spooge jizz, glow-in-the-dark alien spooge jizz from me, alien hybrid spooge jizz, that you want, okay? Because we're running out of things to sell here in this UFO community. I'm going to start selling this alien spooge jizz. It glows in the dark, okay? All right. Well, friends, what can I say? It's been a really long day. But what I would like to say is that sometimes things are so strange that, sometimes, friends, things are so strange that you just have to laugh to keep yourself from crying at the ridiculousness of conspiracy land. Good night, friends.
Bobby Loeb, Kevin Knuth, Gary Nolan, Jacques Villay. Bobby Loeb, Kevin Knuth, Gary Nolan, Jacques Villay.
Disclosure process? Absolutely. Disclosure process? Absolutely. Disclosure process? Absolutely. Disclosure process? Absolutely.
Diana Pasoka, Hal Puttoff. Diana Pasoka, Hal Puttoff. Diana Pasoka, Hal Puttoff. Diana Pasoka, Hal Puttoff.
Disclosure process? Absolutely. Disclosure process? Absolutely. Disclosure process? Absolutely. Disclosure process? Absolutely. This is not a joke. Like, none of this was a joke. This is not a joke. A joke. This is not a joke. Like, none of this was a joke. This is not a joke. A joke. Entertainment. 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 Entertainment.
What is catastrophic disclosure of catastrophic disclosure? And don't forget, what is catastrophic disclosure of catastrophic disclosure? And don't forget,
Controlled disclosure
of catastrophic,
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 controlled disclosure
of catastrophic, societal disruption,
Catastrophic disclosure.
Catastrophic
Disclosure.
societal disruption,
Catastrophic disclosure.
catastrophic
Catastrophic disclosure.
Catastrophic disclosure. Catastrophic disclosure. Catastrophic disclosure. Catastrophic disclosure. Catastrophic disclosure. Catastrophic disclosure. Catastrophic disclosure. Catastrophic disclosure.
Psychological, theological, and
Psychological, philosophical, and theological, and psychological, philosophical, and psychological, philosophical, and psychological, philosophical, and theological.
distance. Now we really don't know what this is, although it is a craft of some kind. Is it a craft from another world? We just don't know. Let us know in the comments below what you think it is. Now we're not sure what type of craft this is, but I'm sure I can see beings waving through the window. Are they from another world? You decide. Somebody sent this video of a possible Bigfoot. We've not seen anything this close or so convincing for a long time. What do you think? Leave your comments below. This video was sent in by a hunter. He was out hunting rabbits and stumbled across this thing. We do not know what it is. Leave your comments below.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Mars. Recently, there has been much controversy about us hoaxing things. But yeah, hey, we've made a lot of mistakes, but that was in the past. We made mistakes in the past, and we're cleaning up our act. In fact, we haven't hoaxed anything in the past 5 years. I mean, we haven't hoaxed anything in the past 3 years. Damn it. We haven't hoaxed anything in the past year. All right, look, we haven't hoaxed anything since at least last week. So we should get some credit for that. Let us know what you think in the comments. I'm here and, well, we're here to address the controversy. The controversy about us faking things all the time. We don't fake things all the time, just some of the time. By the way, we have a new product here at Third Phase of Mars. Yes, so you too can make lots of money with fake UFO videos made out of tail lights and a sheet of glass. We'll even help install the glass for you. We think it's a good deal. So we've got some incredible footage of aliens. This is real alien. Somebody sent it to us. It was sent by an anonymous source. That's better. Sent by an anonymous source. And we can't tell you who it is, but high-ranking government official sent us this picture of a real alien. It's definitely a real alien, because here at Third Phase of Mars, all we show you is real aliens. Even though we made tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars showing people fake CGI alien videos of fake aliens we made, hey, this is just into Third Phase Moon. Let us know what you think in the comments, but it's an alien. It's definitely an alien. This incredible footage sent to us by an anonymous source who does not wish to be named. Let us know what you think in the comments about this incredible footage. What could it be? I'm not saying it was alien, but it's an alien. I'm not saying it was an alien, but it's definitely an alien. And it's not CGI at all. Definitely not CGI, so it must be real, right? If it's not CGI, it's just definitely must be real. If it's not CGI, it definitely must be real. Look like a real alien to me. And if my brother boyfriend was here, my brother boyfriend would tell you, by the way, my brother boyfriend is incredibly handsome. You know, I know that because he looks a lot like me. Yeah. All right. Let us know what you think in the comments about our wonderful alien video that we're not saying is aliens, but it's aliens. We never said it was aliens. It's definitely aliens.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins, we've got a special for you tonight. Incredible videos coming in to Third Phase of Moon. So buckle up. A triangular crack submitted to my Gmail from Edwin, captured earlier this month. Behold the phenomenon.
Greetings and salutations, friends. This latest Third Phase hoax is the most ridiculous ever. Now, I know they're going to cry and complain and say it's not a hoax, but it is, because all a hoax requires is deception or trickery. And this garbage release of theirs certainly must involve some trickery or deception. This latest joke of a video from them proves they haven't changed one bit. No, I'm wrong. They have changed. They've stopped creating ridiculous fake alien CGI videos. They've stopped making ridiculous UFO videos made out of Star Wars toys on a green screen and more. Yeah. Then they moved on to having other people fake their videos, their fake spaceship and UFO videos. Yeah, they moved on to having other people send them fakes that they would post. And we showed the private messages where they did that pretty recently. Used 100% fake UFO videos that somebody made, told them how they made it. They post it anyway and pretend it's a UFO or a spaceship. It's a lie. They haven't changed. All they've changed is their method of trickery and deception. Now, this new method that they use is the stupidest ever. Literally, I call it the dunce hoaxer defense. Essentially, they put out something as ridiculous as this hoax video, and then they sit back and pretend that they're so stupid they didn't know it wasn't a UFO. It's also funny to point out that these guys have been doing this for many, many years, and they have a whole team of people working for them. And yet not one of them could identify an unknown craft. And by the way, in the original post that they took this video from, the date and location of the so-called UFO sighting was there. So all you have to do is check flight radar. This is unidentified aircraft in the sky. Let's go check flight radar. Now, I know the arguments, well, we don't have time to do extensive research. Listen, it's not extensive research. And in fact, I'm pretty sure you can identify that unidentified craft in a few minutes with flightradar24.com and the date and location. In fact, it won't even take you a few minutes. You can do it in literally seconds. Seconds. It would take them literally seconds. Once you have the approximate geographical location and the time of the sighting, it's easy to rule out conventional aircraft. But they didn't care to do that because that doesn't sell. They didn't want to do that because posting a video of a high altitude balloon is not going to get them views and free money. You know what is? Calling a high altitude balloon a UFO. Even clickbaiting the title, clearest UFO footage of 2023. If you can identify that unidentified aircraft in less than 1 minute, it's not a UFO. Now, we have to decide, did they on purpose post this video without checking flight radar data? Because if they did check the flight radar data, that would ruin this story that they could sell, right? There's only two possibilities here. Either they intentionally didn't check flight radar because they knew this was not a UFO, or these two and their entire team are the dumbest UFO people and laziest UFO people on planet Earth. Because I'm about to show you that once I looked at the video and saw the date and location of the sighting, I was able to identify that so-called UFO in 35 seconds. Don't believe me? We'll put a timer on the screen. Let's do it. Okay, so we have the same information that they got. The video and the date and location of the sighting. The sighting took place in Roswell, New Mexico, around 12:15 on May 17th. So we go to flightradar24.com. This is the United States map. We're going to zoom in down to New Mexico and Roswell, New Mexico. Okay, now we're going to change the playback to show us May 17th around the time of the sighting. And here we go. We've put that in. Now we let the flight radar show. Ooh, look at that. A balloon pops up right on the map. And in just seconds, we've identified their so-called UFO. It gets better. An airplane that they showed. Balloon. Oh, look, there it is. We've identified that. And we're going to stop the clock. Look at that. In 35 seconds, I was able to identify both those things. So we're supposed to believe that third phase of moon, UFO experts of the world, don't have the time or energy to put 35 seconds into a story that they're going to sell. That's what we're supposed to believe. This is a hoax. Oh, I'm sorry. There's two possibilities here. Either this is a hoax or they're the dumbest, laziest UFO guys on planet Earth. They can use the dunce hoaxer effect. We're so stupid, we don't know how to do what you just did, Steve. We're so dumb and lazy, we can't spend 35 seconds researching a story before we try to sell it. This is a joke. Now, of course, the next day, they decided to put out another video because this got busted almost instantly. Almost as soon as they posted this video, people, including me, identified the so-called unidentified flying object they were selling everyone with clickbait titles. Look at this. This is the clearest UFO footage of 2023, except it's not a UFO to anybody with a brain or with 35 seconds to put in the location of the sighting and the time of the sighting. They didn't do it. Why? There's no money in showing people the truth like I just did. There's no money in showing people how easy it is, 35 seconds to identify an unidentified aircraft video that somebody sends you. They're not experts. They're a joke. They're not researchers. They're a joke. They are garbage peddlers, peddling endless, useless information into the webosphere so they can profit. There's 2 documentaries full of evidence that Third Phase of Moon fake things constantly. And people can see those documentaries and learn the truth, or they can buy the lie. And then there's UFO expert Clown Rich, who works for them, who just made a recent video claiming that he never lied to his audience, in which he lied to his audience again, and we proved that. He said that 4 individuals in the UFO community have sent me cease and desist orders for defamation of character because I lie when I debunk things. I don't need to lie. This is another complete and total lie, which just proves my point that Rich from GoofOn lies to his audience constantly. And I'm sure he'll have some lies to try to cover for this latest stupid Third Phase of Moon hoax. What's funny is that after this whole thing got busted and everybody started showing everybody how quickly they could have identified the so-called UFO, suddenly they make another video. This is what we do. We just put it out there, and with the help of people from around the world, we were able to finally identify the craft. Great, now they double dipped and they're gonna get double the money, right? It's a great business, UFOs, right? Just find something stupid like a high altitude balloon. Make sure you tell everybody you're a UFO expert or that you have a whole team of UFO experts working for you. And then sit back and pretend that you don't know how to use any flight tracking data systems to identify unidentified aircraft. Just sit back and use the dunce hoaxer effect. We're so stupid, we don't know how to identify this. It's a UFO. We're experts. We're so stupid, we don't know how to identify unidentified aircraft. We're UFO experts. They're UFO experts. So the next day, especially after Mick West busted this out the wazoo, they told everybody what it was. But they still pretended that they needed the entire world to help them identify this unidentified aircraft. We needed the help of everyone from around the world to solve this mystery. What mystery? You could have solved the mystery in 35 seconds. I've shown that. It's a hoax. Or they're the dumbest, laziest UFO people on planet Earth, and so is everybody that works for them. Because where's all the UFO experts that work for them? They couldn't identify the craft for them in 35 seconds? I did. I identified the unidentified aircraft from the video and the location and time data in 35 seconds. They could have too, if they cared, but they don't. They don't care to bring you the truth. They care to sell you another mystery that they can profit from. A mystery that's not a mystery as long as you've got 35 seconds. You two are either proven hoaxers again, or you are the stupidest and laziest UFO guys on planet Earth. Congratulations. These guys are going to keep faking things forever. They're never going to do things the right way. They're never going to care about this. It is just an endless ATM to them. That's what those guys got going on their channel. A whole machine to just insert fake stuff into and withdraw lots of money constantly. So this is where we're at, and this is where we find ourselves. And the fact that I have to explain stuff to people like Third Phase of Moon or hoaxers and everything they post is fake, it just shows you what a circus this is. Telling people Third Phase of Moon posts fake things is like telling people water is wet. People should just know some things, and most people are smart enough to know that they're not on the level. They're not doing things the right way. They are just using deception to make money from fake mysteries. They're not mysteries if you can solve them in 35 seconds. I'm calling it a hoax. And, you know, I don't care what they say. That's my opinion. This is all a hoax. And they're free to chime in and say it wasn't a hoax, Stephen. But then they're going to have to admit that the only other possibility is real. They're the dumbest, laziest UFO guys on planet Earth, and so is Rich, who works for them. All three of them could have did what I did and identified it instantly. They chose not to, or they were too dumb to. Either way, what we've got here is either another hoax from Third Phase of Moon, big surprise, or they have to admit that they're the dumbest, laziest UFO guys on planet Earth. Those are the only two possibilities. The only reason they put the explanation video up is because they got busted almost instantly. If people like me and others hadn't found the flight radar data and proven that it was just a high altitude balloon, they would have kept that mystery going. I'm confident of that. That's my opinion, and I'm entitled to it. As for the idiots that work for them, helping them push it, congratulations, you just lied to your audience again. A lie by omission is still a lie. Does your audience know that you could have identified the mystery in 35 seconds and chose not to, or just were too dumb to? Either way, no one should be watching these people. And that's just the way it is, friends.
I blocked somebody named Simon Fly. I can't see anything Simon Fly says. I blocked somebody named Simon Fly. I can't see anything Simon Fly says. Because we always fight, he always starts shit. 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 But I just blocked him. 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 What it is? 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 I blocked somebody named Simon Fly. I can't see anything Simon Fly says. I blocked somebody named Simon Fly. I can't see anything Simon Fly says. Because we always fight, he always starts shit. Because we always fight, he always starts shit. Because we always fight, he always starts shit. Because we always fight,
Simon Fly.
Simon Fly.
but I just blocked him from me.
Greetings and salutations. Today we're going to be examining the phenomenon of cattle mutilations, mostly focusing on the controversial claims made by one, Linda Moulton Howe. While some proponents argue that cattle mutilations are evidence of extraterrestrial involvement or government conspiracies, today we'll be separating fact from fiction and be heavily scrutinizing Linda Moulton Howe's reputation for selling very questionable stories. Cattle mutilations, the gruesome and mysterious deaths of livestock, have captivated the imagination of conspiracy theorists and UFO enthusiasts for decades now. Linda Moulton Howe has been a prominent figure in the world of paranormal and unexplained phenomenon, and she has played a very significant role in popularizing these very claims. However, her reputation has long been tarnished by allegations of promoting completely and totally fake stories to maintain her status and credibility in the field. We'll be critically examining the phenomenon of cattle mutilations with a particular focus on Linda Moulton Howe's involvement. After all, Linda Moulton Howe has made more money promoting stories about cattle mutilations being an alien harvest than anyone else on Earth. We will attempt to discern the veracity of her claims and address the question of whether cattle mutilations, like many other stories that she has sold, has been somewhat orchestrated or completely and totally fake and not what she reports them to be. Cattle mutilations typically involve the discovery of dead cattle with surgically precise incisions, removed organs, and a lack of apparent predators or scavengers in the vicinity. One other factor seems to be a complete and total absence of blood in the carcass. Theories surrounding these incidents range from natural causes such as scavenger activity or diseases to more extraordinary claims like those of Linda Moulton Howe involving aliens or extraterrestrial beings or some kind of secret government experiments. Linda Moulton Howe is a well-known advocate for the idea that the cattle mutilations are somehow connected to alien activities. Her work in documentaries, books, radio shows, and podcasts has garnered a significant following, but has also raised eyebrows in the skeptical community. One of the main criticisms of Linda Moulton Howe's involvement in the cattle mutilation phenomenon is the lack of concrete evidence to support her various claims. Many of these incidents she presents as evidence of extraterrestrial involvement somehow, but they can often be explained by more prosaic causes, such as natural decomposition processes, predation, or even simple hoaxes. More on that in a moment. Howe's reliance on anecdotal evidence and eyewitness testimonies from, let's just say, less than credible people has been a point of contention in the scientific community. These stories are often devoid of concrete proof and are subject to human error, bias, or misinterpretation. Without empirical evidence to support her claims, Howe's credibility is significantly weakened. Recently, I put out a call on our show here to see if anyone had any more information about Linda Moulton Howe and these cattle mutilations. I was completely and totally shocked by some of the people that started contacting me and what they were telling me, but more on that later. A critical aspect of Linda Moulton Howe's involvement in the cattle mutilation phenomenon is her perceived profit motive. After all, Linda Moulton Howe has made more money from these cattle mutilation stories than anyone on Earth. Critics argue that she has a vested interest in continuing to perpetuate sensational stories as they attract attention, increase book sales, and boost her media presence. This raises questions about the authenticity of her claims and her commitment to actual objective investigation of these events. Skeptics argue that many cattle mutilations can be explained by natural processes, including scavenger activity, decomposition, and many environmental factors. Moreover, investigations by law enforcement agencies have often found mundane explanations for these incidents, such as predator activity. The phenomenon of cattle mutilations remains a mysterious and intriguing subject. While Linda Moulton Howe has played a significant role in promoting the idea of extraterrestrial involvement in these events, her reputation is marred by allegations of often selling fake stories for personal gain. The lack of concrete evidence, reliance on anecdotal accounts, and alternative explanations for cattle mutilations all cast doubt on the credibility of her claims. But nothing, my friends, would cast more doubt on her previous reporting of these cattle mutilation events than what some recent people have been contacting me and telling me. Now we may have finally solved the mystery of the cattle mutilations. Thanks to several courageous whistleblowers, we may finally have an answer to this decades-old mystery. Was it really aliens that did this to these cows? What if there's a much simpler but more sinister explanation for what happened to those cows? What if, my friends, what if Linda Moulton Howe murdered those cows so that she could have new alien stories to sell? Sound crazy? It's no more crazy than somebody claiming that aliens killed and mutilated those cows and drained them of blood. Recently, I put out a call to action on my show, encouraging anybody that knew any information about Linda Moulton Howe and what really happened to those cows to contact me. I was shocked by what people started contacting me and telling me. Several courageous whistleblowers have now come forward, and I believe that we may have finally solved the mystery of what really happened to those cows. These brave whistleblowers still live in total fear of Linda Moulton Howe, and after you hear what they have to say, you'll understand why. Several whistleblowers about these cow murders have agreed to come forward and tell their story as long as we protect their identity. Now, friends, let's get into solving this mystery of what really happened to those cows.
In a shocking turn of events, we bring you an exclusive interview with an individual allegedly involved in a bizarre case. A suspect has emerged, accused of being paid $200 to commit an unusual and disturbing act, the killing of a cow using an old wooden-handled shovel. The identity of the suspect has been concealed for safety reasons.
Good evening. We appreciate your willingness to speak with us. To start, could you confirm whether you were involved in the incident where a cow was killed using a wooden-handled shovel?
Yes, I was unfortunately involved in that incident.
Can you tell us what led you to accept such a bizarre and disturbing offer?
Well, times have been tough, and I was desperate for money. I never imagined I'd find myself in a situation like this. When an old lady offered me $200 to carry out this act, I was like, hell, yeah, I could use the money for my family.
And did the old lady provide any reasons for wanting this gruesome act committed?
She claimed it was some sort of vendetta against the cow's owner. I didn't question her motives. I was blinded by the promise of quick money.
But why did you agree to carry out such a cruel act?
I did have reservations, of course. I knew it was wrong, but desperation can make people do things they'd never imagine. I tried to convince myself that it was just a cow, but deep down, I knew it was a terrible mistake.
Can you walk us through the events of that fateful day?
It was a dark night, and I met the old lady near the barn. She handed me the shovel and pointed to the cow. My heart was racing, and I hesitated for a moment. But the thought of the money pushed me to do the unthinkable. I approached the cow and, well, you know the rest.
What emotions did you experience during and after the act?
Regret, guilt, and shame consumed me. As soon as it was done, I realized the enormity of my actions. I felt sick to my stomach, and I knew I could never undo what I had done.
Have you been in contact with the old lady since the incident?
No, I haven't. She paid me the money, and I've been trying to distance myself from the whole ordeal. I've been haunted by my actions ever since. The alleged incident involving the cow's killing remains a disturbing mystery.
I was working as a farmhand in 1979. One night, I saw this strange lady near the barn. She had a big shovel, and she was looking at the cows in the field next to the barn. It was like 3 in the morning, so I wondered what she was doing. I watched her for a bit as she kept looking over the group of cows nearest the barn. I'm sure she didn't see me watching her. The next thing I knew, she ran up to one of the cows and just clocked it in the head with a shovel. The cow was stunned and went down. I was shocked and speechless. I didn't know what to do. I got some binoculars out of my trailer and got a closer look. I couldn't believe it. It looked like she hit it so hard that the cow literally dropped dead. What happened next was shocking. It looked to me like she was cutting the lips and the asshole out of the cow with some kind of big knife. Then she hooked up some kind of portable pump and pumped all the blood out of the cow, spraying it around the field. Finally, I had had enough. I ran up to her yelling. She was so calm I couldn't believe it. She pulled a bunch of $100 bills out of her pocket and handed it to me. She said I was never here, you never saw me. I'll come back soon to report on this story, and you won't ever say anything about what you saw tonight. I didn't know what to say. Then she told me, you can take the money and live, or I can hit you harder than I hit that cow with this shovel. I just nodded and said okay. A few days later, the same lady was back on the farm with a film crew. She started saying aliens mutilated that cow and drained it of all its blood. Later I found out she sold the story and similar stories of dead cows for a huge amount of money. The day she was there with the film crew, she got me aside and gave me a few more $100 bills. She then threatened me that if I ever told anyone what really happened to that cow, she'd kill me and my whole family with that same big shovel. I found out later she paid off lots of ranchers and others in the area to pull off this aliens mutilated cow scam. I knew it was a lie and a scam, but if you had seen how hard she hit the cow she killed, you would probably keep your mouth shut too. What kind of woman can just crack a cow in the head with a shovel and kill it? Not the kind of woman I want to mess with. I never said anything about what really happened to those cows. Until now. It's time people know the truth. Linda Moulton, how? She killed some of those cows with a shovel with her very own hands. I saw it myself. Other rumors spread in this area after all these cows turned up dead. People said sometimes she just paid guys desperate for money to kill cows or help her kill cows. All the cows that died ended up in her fake alien stories. She really cashed in on this. Book deals. Documentary film deals. Speaking engagements. She's been cashing in on these cow murders for years. I just want people to know the truth. Linda Moulton Howe killed those cows. There is absolutely no evidence at all that aliens did it. Those cows were murdered to sell her fake alien stories. Linda knows it's true. I hope she's too old to retaliate against me now. People deserve to know the truth. She killed those cows with a shovel, or paid other people to help her kill those cows.
This strange lady approached me one late night. She offered me $300 to kill a cow. I asked her what she had against cows, and she said that wasn't my concern. I asked her how I was supposed to kill the cow, and she handed me a big metal shovel and told me not to be a pussy about it. She told me to sneak up to a cow and just clock it in the head as hard as I could. I knew it was wrong, but what can I say? I needed the money. She pointed to the nearby field where the cows were grazing. She was walking right beside me. She said something about what a great story this was going to make and how much money she would make from this. She kept telling me, do it. Do it. She kept handing me more money and saying, don't be a pussy, do it. I snuck up behind the cow and I hit it as hard as I could with the shovel. The cow went down. I checked and it was definitely dead. The next thing I knew, this crazy lady pulled out a big knife and started cutting parts of the cow off of it. She went to her car and got some kind of pump and cut open the cow and inserted some kind of tubes. I asked her what she was doing and she kept mumbling not a drop of blood
not a drop of blood. She ran another hose from the pump into a ditch and drained the cow of all its blood. She told me if I told anyone what we did, she'd kill me and drain me of my blood too. I believed her because she seemed so crazy. I kept my mouth shut. She came back the next day with a film crew and started filming. Later I found out she made a ridiculous amount of money selling stories about the cows being mutilated by aliens. I couldn't believe it. Later I found out she murdered or paid people to murder cows all over the area. Apparently, with every murdered cow she did the same thing, come back later and claim that aliens did it somehow. I still can't believe she got away with this for so long. This is why I'm finally speaking out. This Linda lady should face justice for what she did to those poor cows. I'm sorry I helped her murder that cow. To this day, every time I see a cow or drink milk, I feel terrible about what I helped this Linda lady do. She murdered those cows to make money selling fake stories about aliens. Aliens didn't kill those cows. Linda killed those cows. Well, Linda, and people like me she paid to help her. I'm sorry I helped this crazy lady kill that cow. People deserve to finally know the truth about all those stories she sold for many years.
As time goes on, friends, more and more people are coming forward and telling the truth about what really happened to those cows and Linda Moulton Howe's involvement in those events. It seems clear from the amount of evidence that we have so far gathered that Linda Moulton Howe was responsible for the deaths of those cows. There is now much more evidence that Linda Moulton Howe killed those cows than there is evidence that aliens did it. Linda Moulton Howe has made perhaps millions of dollars claiming that aliens killed and mutilated those cows. But now we may have finally solved the mystery thanks to these courageous whistleblowers. Linda Moulton Howe killed those cows with a shovel, or she paid accomplices to kill those cows so that she could profit from these fake stories about aliens killing those cows. Linda Moulton Howe has made millions of dollars claiming it was aliens when she knew all along she killed those cows.
All these ancient prophecies telling us that the world will be transformed.
Wacky world will cock. We're make believe is real. It's the wacky world will cock. How much money can he steal? It's the wacky world will cock. We're make believe is real. It's the wacky world will cock. How much money can he steal? He makes all this stuff up and claims that it's all true. The aliens want to eat us. Be careful that they don't get you. It's the wacky world will cock. We're make believe is real. It's the wacky world will cock. How much money can you steal? It's the wacky world will cock. We're make believe is real. It's the wacky world will cock. How much money can you steal?
This is where if I have a live audience, I get everybody to hug each other. I say, give your neighbor a handshake or a hug, whatever you feel is appropriate to you. And that way everybody feels the love a little more. I will never believe it, I will never believe it. Okay, that's fine. Maybe you need 25,000 more years, I don't know, buddy. But look, this is really compelling information, and it's going to get a lot more intense. It's coming up in a couple days here on Sunday, so if you haven't already signed up, we have reopened the cart. We still have the payment plan in place. That account, I believe, is real. I've watched it for a long time, and he says a lot of really provocative stuff there that has definitely caught my attention on many, many occasions. I've heard this briefing many times. Incredibly, incredibly sad, but probably a lot more than just what it looks like on the surface. If you don't really see what's going on here, this might not make sense. Imagine that the entire World War III was fought covertly. That's what I believe this is, folks. There are arrests going on, and this has been going on for years, and I'm getting a lot of good intel on this, so most of the work is already over. The possibility of pulsing blood red lights in the sky, the whole sky pulsing with blood scarlet red light. This is caused by holograms. So you have to understand, these people are really, really into the whole Wizard of Oz thing. They did this in one of the King Kong movies, where you have apparently like a creature, right? I mean, it's so ridiculous, because you might die. We don't give a crap. Well, the new science that I've been spending the last 25 years going public about teaches us that the universe is actually made of photons, and photons are curiously geometric. Well, it's true. The universe is made of photons, and the photons are produced by consciousness, so you can create photons with your consciousness. This is obviously a very complex biochemical mechanism. This is frickin' gigantic! We're all in this together. We're going through a very, very nasty breakup with a partner who wants to kill themselves rather than let go of control. And this, again, is one of the things I studied academically in college. Has absolutely nothing to do with my own recent divorce. We were harmonious, that was fine. It's not like Johnny Depp at all. Please don't make those analogies if anybody did. All I'm saying is there are a lot of people out there suffering in the world, and although my divorce was harmonious, what's happening in the world right now is a very non-harmonious divorce, a very violent, a very chaotic, a very nasty, fight to the death, take all your money, leave you for dead type of situation. And again, all of this is part of a consciousness hologram. So knowing yourself in the threefold discipline of personality we're discussing would also involve knowing where you are right now. You will do greater things than me. That doesn't even seem possible, does it? It's like, wow, how could that even be possible? But yet, that's what we're dealing with. All of us are here to reunify with cosmic consciousness, to go back to our oneness in the cosmos. When you start awakening, and you figure out the whole thing's a hologram, and you have synchronicity, and you have telekinesis, and you're no longer worried about whether you're going to make it. Somebody said, what happened to the lighting? I don't know, you guys always get upset about all kinds of weird stuff. People get so sassy, they get so argumentative, they're so, like, wound up and screwed up and dysfunctional, right? And when somebody online is lighting me up with fire and saying, fuck, all this kind of stuff, like whatever, okay? Start to understand, yeah, okay, I figured it out. I figured it out. This is all consciousness, it's all mind, and I made this. I am that mind. I made this. I made the universe. Well, that's not really the way this works. Actually, it's like a cloud of horrible smelling, like poop. You're just this a-hole who thinks that your stuff doesn't stink. We're not really in our bodies, and you can connect with people's oneness on a deeper level. Basic idea here, and yes, this is a dimmer shot, so you're going to be sad because it's not as bright. I am sorry. I got stuff on my guitar. Come on, I lit it up for you. You see this light down here? Cut me a break, folks. And nowadays, the only thing that they're going to say, oh my God, you have a cult, you have a cult. That's why I've never done it, folks. That's why after all these years, you've never had a meditation group. You've never had a channeling group. You've never had a people come together and get to David. I mean, once in a while I do it at a conference, but even those are few and far between. And the one I just did, I wasn't able to show up in person because of the threats that we have. So here I am up in the mountains, all by myself, and I've been here this way since last September, completely alone. I needed this time off, and it may seem unfortunate to you that David isn't always there like a reliable clock week after week giving you amazing stuff to think about. And I'm sorry that I haven't been always there, but frankly, some very, very interesting stuff has been happening to me. I am experiencing telekinesis. I know that for a lot of people they may find that impossible to believe. They may think it's hubris or hyperbolic that I'm saying this. It is not. I assure you, it is real. It is happening. And I think the most surprising thing for me is that if a voice is talking to you in your mind and moves something in front of you at the same time to prove that it is what it is, that's actually scary as hell. Okay, so the telekinesis stuff that's happening to me, I didn't think that I would have a problem with it. I didn't think that I would dislike telekinesis. In fact, one of the instances of telekinesis made me cry extensively. I just cried my head off. So, and I haven't even gotten to the main topic, and we're running out of time here. And I do need to do something that earns money this year. I can't just go moneyless. Something I'm going to get a lot more into in my next course, Ascension Philosophy, which I'm getting ready to start pretty soon. One of the things that I expect will happen is people being mean to me more than they have been. You know, they're not going to like this. They're going to be angry. They're going to be judgmental, and that part is going to happen. They don't like people. They don't want to be nice. They don't want to be loving, and they frankly don't care. There's all these different things going on. They're really scary. They affect you cognitively, and they affect you emotionally because it also causes a very real sense of panic, if you will. This time that you're living in right now is the time that you're going to have the old man stories. And they made up all kinds of stories, and I was there. In the beginning, I was right there. You're going to have old man stories, and they're going to be awesome. There's extraterrestrials here. They've crash landed. We got their technology, and they set the whole thing up not for the Earth to be destroyed, but for the Earth to be saved. I'm now very convinced that the big secret truth that underlies all the stuff I've been telling you all these years is that we are, in fact, not going to die. And that excites me greatly because I believed it for so long, that the only way to get rid of this entrenched evil on a particular third-dimensional world is to basically flush the toilet, start over, have the planet be wiped out, and those who learned what they were supposed to learn are rescued by benevolent ETs. When we get all the disclosure about Atlantis, we're going to be freaking amazed by all the stuff that's hidden under the ice down there. They've been studying since the 1950s. A mothership that's a mile long that you can sing to it and it changes shape. The structure of the object changes shape and it heals itself as the ice melts. So as the ice melts into water and there's a cracked part of the ship, the hull just knits itself right back together. It's very, very fascinating. And with the criteria I said earlier, including the movie about horses, something big is coming, folks, and I expect that it's coming very soon. It's as if the ultimate Santa Claus bounty, where he just said, frick it, I'm just going to empty the whole sleigh into your living room. I don't care about any of the other kids. I'm just going to do the whole frickin' big old Santa bag right in your living room. This concept that we are in trouble and that we need help and we're praying for help. Talk to the animals and do something besides freak out. Okay, because this is not a bad thing. And then as you become more of an adept, the telekinesis starts to happen, and they've even given it a new word. They call it, new term. They call it executive function. And apparently everyone who is ascending is having this double being forming. And what does this mean? This means that you're going to have a ghost that is you. It's yourself in the fourth density. You have your physical body, and you have an energy being that looks the same, but is activating as we move through this process. Now that I've really been studying this, it does still appear that at some point we will get rid of our third-dimensional body, but it's because the fourth-dimensional body that you bilocate into has become so full and so well-formed that you don't need the 3D body. You could create one if you want, but you don't need one. And so that process begins with your fourth dimensional ghost wanting to get your attention. It is you. It would look like you if you could see it. You won't see it. It's going to be invisible. And your ghost is going to try to get your attention by things like clock synchronicities, by things like the right people calling you at the right time, you just so happen to bump into somebody, all of these types of paranormal events, and then as it goes on, it will also turn into telekinesis, and that's what started to happen to me. which, as it turns out, is scary as hell. I don't like telekinesis, as it turns out. I thought I would. I really thought I wanted it. And then when I got it, it's like, whoa, this is just really crazy, because even with all of the things that happen to me, when objects start moving and it's clearly something that is not caused by you, you have no defenses left as a human being. You are done. You cannot ignore that that damn thing moved. You can't go back to the way you were. You cannot go back. You can't. That's what I've concluded. Very evil people are running the planet and want to kill you. Okay? And they're trying to do that, and they're aggressively pursuing this goal right now. And now the earth is much like a tree in which the tree is ripening and the fruit has come to its fruition. Fruition, fruit, you see what I did there? Anyway, the things that I was forced to witness, the Draco's eating human beings, and Draco's eating my own body. Okay, one of the things I discovered, which is very weird, is that some of the technology they got in UFO disclosure, they could literally chop your head off and then zip you right back together and bring you back to life like nothing even happened. So there are some sickos who had children get eaten alive and then resuscitate their body from the dead, and that's what apparently was done to me, among other things. That's it. I just want to kill people and drink blood and and rape and molest. That's my goal in life. And that's one of the main things I've had to deal with over the last few months. Yeah, look at that. Very good. Oh yeah, look at that. Very good. Oh yeah, look at that. Very good. Oh yeah, look at that. Very good. I'm David Wilcock. I'm David Wilcock. I'm David Wilcock. Cock, cock, cock. Wow. 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 Extraterrestrials, angels, angels, suck. Extraterrestrials, angels, angels, suck. Extraterrestrials, angels, angels, suck. Extraterrestrials, angels, angels, suck. Wilcock. 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 It's here, it's here, it's here, it's here, it's here, it's here. Cock. It's here, it's here, it's here, it's here, it's here, it's here, it's here. Cock. It's here, it's here, it's here, it's here, it's here, it's here, it's here. Cock. It's here, it's here, it's here, it's here, it's here, it's here, it's here. Cock. It's here. Extraterrestrials, angels, angels, suck. Extraterrestrials, angels, angels, suck. Extraterrestrials, angels, angels, suck. Extraterrestrials, angels, angels, suck. Woo! 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 Cock. 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 I'm David Wilcock. If you are overweight, and I used to be 225 pounds at 5'9", I had man boobs, I had the, big spare tire roll of fat on the bottom, 3 rolls, each one bigger than the one above it. That was me. I was the fat kid. I had man boobs. That's pretty awesome. I am going to lose my voice pretty soon. I can feel it coming. So we're just going to keep going until something goes wrong. But I wanted to get through this content. So here I was at the Marriott Hotel on the first night when I got to LA after I went to my Airbnb. And I open up the door. Cat! Ah! Cat! 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 Ah! Ah! Cat smell! Ah! Cat! Ah! Cat! 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 Ah! Ah! Cat smell! Ah! That's what it was like when I got in there. Oh my God, did it smell bad. Oh my God, did it smell bad. It's this amazingly intense cat box odor. I open up the house, I'm like, oh my God, how am I even going to sleep in this place? And then I find out that the Glendale Freeway, the Highway 2, is right next to it, like 100 feet away. The noise was so loud, the cars were so loud, because I'm up on a hill, and here's this highway right down here, so there's a direct, unencumbered line of just air between all these cars on this, I think it was a 6-lane highway. Might even been 8, but it was at least 6. And they're running all day and all night. And every single time that one goes by, you hear it in the house. I also go in there, and the house is sweltering hot. So it's like, wait a minute, I rented this for the week. I gave you guys $4,000, what it was. I paid up front. And I walk into the house, and they didn't even turn the air conditioning on, but they had one of those Leaf thermostats where they could have totally done it online. So I get in there, and it's this overpoweringly bad cat smell. And I'm already hearing the traffic. And then it's like, well, it's so freaking hot in here. The only way I might be able to sleep in this stench is if I can air out the house and get the temperature down. So then when you open up the windows, of course, now the cars are like just really, really incredibly loud. And I realized, like, you know what? Even when the windows are closed and even when my earplugs are in, this place is just very noisy and incredibly, incredibly bad smelling. And I cannot do this. I mean, as you guys heard in some of my previous shows, I am hopelessly in debt. The only way I can ever get out of the debt, which is entirely taxes, okay? There's nothing else going on but taxes. And I'm already seeing people create these conspiracy theories. There was some of the trolls online were trying to say that people had given me money for hover cars and I didn't deliver on the hover car. That is absolutely not true. Yeah, I found out that I could do these online conferences, and you can only really do this if you're a big public figure. I've got Ancient Aliens, I'm in over 100 episodes. If there's a television on, and it's on History Channel, you're going to see me sooner or later. So when you have that level of exposure, this is actually something that works. And again, if you want to get mad at me, oh my God, David's making money. People just get mad that I'm making money. Well, how did I pay for this? How did I pay for these cameras? How did I have the ability to go from one to the other like this, or maybe even another one? Well, I bought these, right? And so some of the trolls online basically don't feel that you should ever be able to be paid for making art. But I would say to you trolls, well, wouldn't it be cool if you could get paid for making art? Are you out of your freaking mind? Like, I'm lying there and I'm just hearing it's crazy, crazy rushing air noise, and again, it's cutting right through my earplugs. I can't get rid of it. I had asked for a quiet room. Lounge. I can't, like, stay at this hotel if all I'm going to do is work on the internet in a lounge. Because people recognize me. I'm naked in public. I can't just hang out in a lounge because everybody's going to go, "Are you David?" and then they want to talk. Not that that's bad, but you can't get work done in a lounge. You know, not me. Are you out of your freaking mind? So again, remember, I don't have a phone. I don't have a phone. The only thing I have is GPS on the car that I'm using. And now I've got to be there at 12:30. I've got to be at the venue at 12:30. I was very, very aware of not stuttering, not saying any crutch words at all, and I was just very, very meditative and very dialed in and focused. We got the thing done, and everybody was speechless. They were so amazed, nobody even really knew what to say. This would also happen when I did Ancient Aliens. I'm not bragging, I'm just saying that when people see somebody sit down for 4.5 hours and just disgorge this incredible information without ever making a mistake, without ever needing to stop and retape at all, They're just dazzled. Whoa, this has got to be something crazy. Whoa, this has got to be something crazy. People are freaking crazy. And then it was after that, as I was driving back, that I got out on the road and this guy behind me, and I flipped him off, and then the next thing you know, it's like he wants to kill me. This is all in the same drive on the way home. Okay, that's when that happened, on the way home. So I still can't get the phone to work. This is like the second or third night the phone still isn't working. Finally, by the following morning, I was like, okay, the only way I'm going to get this phone to work is I got to start deleting all the videos off of it. Because I got to create enough space, because it won't even let me do dictation. You try to hit something, it just goes black. The phone is all screwed up. It's not working properly. I mean, thank God Google Maps worked. But now it's like, okay, well, I got to go through and I got to delete a bunch of videos. So I start deleting videos, and of course, they're all videos with my ex-wife when we were very in love, and everything was great. And so that creates all this sadness, and I'm getting all this kind of, trauma from looking at old videos when I was happier. And then the next thing you know, the guy calls me, my producer got first. The minute that my phone was like clear enough, he starts calling me, because now it could finally work when I got the storage below 128 gigabytes. And I just lost it. I just started crying. I said, look, man, I'm just so cold. I haven't been eating, and I've got this massive sore throat, and I can't stop coughing. And I'm just so exhausted, and I'm so tired, and everybody here is crazy, and they're all evil, and they're all wanting to, like, scream in your face and steal your money and rip you off and get aggressive and cut you off on the road or kill you on the road. There's a lot of really interesting stuff coming out from the Alliance. If you look at Shadow of Ezra Cohen, where they're talking about a November to remember. That was one of the posts they just came up with. So I think we are going to see some really big stuff happening. So I still don't know if I want to stay here the whole winter, because like today is 11 degrees outside. I have to wear ski pants to go outside and a base layer. So I don't really want to do this all winter, but I also don't really know where we're going next. Stavati, our aerospace company, it looks like we're getting some deals coming in. There's actually about 4 or 5 that are really amazing. But until they happen, we're still just on life support, and it's very stressful, and it's very intense, it's very dramatic. So my goal is not to keep repeating pain and difficult experience. My goal is to have fun and enjoy my life. And even though I got snow when I look out the window right now, I mean, it's just 5 inches of snow on my railings, I would much rather be here than in the summery weather of Los Angeles. I have been so constipated. 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 I mean, just before, I've probably spent 45 minutes trying to get this latest one that's on deck out of me. And I just can't do it. Sitting there just freaking going crazy. I'm very happy about what we've achieved here. So I want to thank you for watching, and we will see you next Sunday. I don't anticipate I'm going anywhere, and I want to start doing more shows. So thank you for your support, and I really do need your help. So there's 7 books of Michael Prophecies now available, and those books are all at https://thedisclosure.com. We also have a 10.5-hour course available right now. It's already deliverable. All 11 episodes are done. It's called Sacred Science of Michael Prophecies. That's part of this course offering. And I'm going to have an upcoming new video course, which I'm going to start doing the slides for this week, called The Spirit of Michael Prophecies, which is also included in this. And I'm going to have at least 7 videos where I go through the 7 books and hit all the highlights. So if you don't have time to read all this, you can watch video. I got to get the hell out of here. I can't do this.
They're both the same. It won't make any difference how I fix it. This is the one. It won't make any difference, but if you want me to change mics, I will. Yeah, so folks, we've also had, we've had an enormous amount of work going on in terms of understanding our audio gear and trying to get it to work as well as possible. So now I have 2 microphones. There you go. So you can pick either one you want, whichever one you think sounds better. But they're both on me now. Alright, that's what happens when you're live. You just gotta go with it. But, no, I actually learned a whole lot about audio recording recently, and you have to actually throw enough voltage into the microphone in order for it to not pick up a bunch of noise. So then what you have to do is throw the voltage in and take it back out. There's a function in the audio device called PAD, which stands for something attenuation device or whatever, and that's what we had to do. We had to turn the pad on, crank up the gain, we got rid of the noise. There's some new great plugins from Apollo. It's the console I use. Apollo has come out with this thing called C-Suite C-Vox, and it is a real-time noise reducer. So live, I can take out all the noise, and so I think we're getting a much more high-quality audio signal now because I've spent a lot of time tweaking compressor, limiter. Yeah, so okay, good. So yeah, with the compressor we're using the Teletronics LA2A Silver. The limiter is the UA1176LN. And then we're using the C-Suite C-Vox plugin, as I said, and then we're also running it through the Blackmagic Design A10 Studio Pro switcher, which then adds its own Fairlight compressors and noise reducers on it, all live. So I'm actually really happy with what we've gotten. So she says everybody's happier now, so we'll go with that. There is something very strange about these 2 microphones I have. We bought the same model, but one of them does appear to sound a lot better than the other. I thought I had fixed that, but you're saying it's still that way. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. I know some of you really hate it when I go off topic, so if you want to be angry and that's going to make you feel better about yourself as a human being, go ahead and slag me off for talking about freaking audio. I don't care.
He also was read into and had the chief scientist show him the location, which...
This is another thing. There's these illustrations in this thing, and you see that thing in the background? I think those are porta potties. I'm not sure, but I think they're porta potties. And according to these illustrations, there's these secret underground bases that are big enough for like hundreds of people to work in. And apparently they're so secret that the government just lets everybody park their car right outside the secret base. And listen, if you got to take a dump, there's porta potties. There's porta potties outside the secret underground bases. So if you got to, listen, sometimes maybe you just got to, you driving to work, you got to take a big dump. And maybe they don't have bathrooms in the underground secret alien bases where they're working on the alien spacecraft. They have such technology that they can back engineer alien spacecraft, but they can't figure out how to put a bathroom in that bitch underground. Instead, they got porta potties all along the back row. And this base is ultra top secret. It is housing the most secret things on planet Earth. The greatest secrets of the United States shadow cabal, black budget government, the deep state. It's the most secret base of the deep state, but we're going to put a row of like all these porta potties out there, and we're just going to let everybody park their cars right outside where you go into the secret base. And listen, they would not do that. There's Russian satellites that would pick this up in a minute. In a minute! There's Chinese satellites that would pick this up in a minute. You don't put an underground base somewhere and then just let hundreds of people come to work and park right outside in a row and then put porta potties in case people have to take a shit. Oh my God, this is so stupid. What am I doing here?
We now have a underground military
this
base
is serious stuff.
that is in the Dugway sector, so-called Avery sector, A-V-E-R-Y.
All right, and that's another thing. He said it's in the Dugway Proving Grounds, so we can look on satellite maps And as ridiculous as it sounds, I went looking for big rows of cars and porta potties out by the Dugway Proving Grounds, and I couldn't find anything. I couldn't find shit. So is this fake? Well, this is another anonymous source. And if you look at the logic and the ridiculousness of this whole thing, I think you might agree that this is probably a tall tale. And by the way, there's more illustrations with the porta potties and the cars, I think.
Has huge capacity for parking. You go in, and there's a vast underground complex in that location. That location has been handed off to investigators.
And here's the thing, if there's huge capacity for parking, why is everybody parking their car on the surface then? This makes no sense. This is a total contradiction.
With the U.S. government. Next. This gives an illustration of the size of this. You could put easily on the platform that goes down the Air Force One. It's a very large elevator goes down.
I told you. Okay, so this location has been handed off, according to Greer, with investigators with the U.S. government. Which investigators? Which department is investigating this? Can we have their names? Oh, of course not. But what we can get is, see, there's the entrance to the underground base. Looks like a little shed there next to the porta shitters. I'm sorry, I can't get over the porta potties. Why would you just have a parking lot outside a deep underground military base where everybody can park and shit? Like, this doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I'm sorry. There are underground bases, but they don't look like this on the surface. The point of an underground base is two things. Usually bunkers to prevent like a nuclear, anything nuclear from reaching them, or to provide secrecy to work on things, I would think. It kind of blows the secrecy thing out when you got, 25 porta potties and 100 or 150 cars out there. And this makes no sense. Why would people not? You got enough space under there for the Air Force One and helicopters and a train, but you don't got enough space for people to park?
Nice. And
you don't got bathrooms? Why don't they got bathrooms in a deep underground base? You're like, listen, this is so stupid and so ridiculous, right? Like, imagine the scientists that work there. Like, listen, I would like to keep trying to back engineer this alien spacecraft, but I really got to take a shit, so I got to go up top. I got to go topside and use the porta potty. I got to go topside and take a shit before I can continue to back engineer this alien spacecraft. This is so stupid. And as stupid as this is, imagine the idiots that helped hype this, that helped this man take money from people for this level of stupidity, this level of illogical, childish, nonsensical stories that don't make sense.
Well, hello there. My name is Nick Nope, and I was the director of the British Ministry of Defence UFO program. In fact, it's in my bio that I am the British Fox Mulder, from X-Files fame. Yeah, I'm like the British version of Fox Mulder. You may have heard of him, right? Because I like investigate UFOs and strange things for the British Ministry of Defence, I did. So recently, this wanker, Stephen Cambion, has come along and said that I lied about that. And I got to tell you, I don't appreciate this American wanker, Steve Cambion, with his facts and his evidence and things like that, saying that I am a liar. So I told him that I would come here and I would take a lie detector test to prove that I told the truth. When I told people that I investigated
unidentified flying objects for the British Ministry of Defence. Yes, I did. Additionally, I told Steve Cambion that he could hook me up to a lie detector. Oh, by the way, yeah, I'm all hooked up to a lie detector test. There's a polygraph examiner right here, so I can prove that I am no liar. All right? Stephen Cambion and his very bunch of wankers, bunch of idiots watch this show. I see a bunch of idiots in the live chat. I also said that I would be kind enough to answer questions from you bunch of idiots that watch this Truth Seekers show. Who cares about the truth? The truth is boring, my friends. The truth is boring. Nobody wants the truth. People want a good story, right? And me, sitting at a desk, being a wanker myself during my lunch breaks, don't tell anybody, but I was getting paid to wank one off in the bathroom of the British Ministry of Defence where I worked. It's boring. It's so goddamn boring. So what I did is I invented a whole new reality for myself, I did, where I was a British Fox Mulder, indeed, and I investigated all the X-Files for them British government types, and then I gave them briefings, right? Well, no, I didn't, but, you know, I pretended that I gave the important people above me all the briefings about the aliens and the UFOs and the things like that, all right? So I was doing pretty good with my scam. I mean, my career, all right? I was doing very good with my career where I was looking at a lot of money coming in. Them UFO dollars were some good dollars coming in to me, Nick Nope, for being the British Fox Mulder. You know, I even got a redhead wife. I call her Scully and smack her on the bum sometimes, I do. All right, well, listen. The purpose of my guest appearance here on Truth Seekers show is to dispel the myth that I am a liar. Steve Cambion, with that Phil Mantle guy. Phil Mantle, what a piece of shit, rubbish that guy is. He is. Rubbish he is. I tell you, he's rubbish. I stayed at his house. His little stinky house. He's poor, all right? Philip Mantle is poor, and I am rich from my UFO con. I mean, UFO career, all right? Listen, here's what I do. I tell everyone that I was the director of a British UFO program, all right? Don't matter if all I did was answer the phone. Sometimes people want to talk about UFOs when I answered that phone. And then I investigated things in my own way, all right? It was my own way of investigating things, all right? Cry me, man. We're going. Don't ruin a good career while I got it going, all right? You may have seen me in such places as Fox News, and right underneath my name, they say, former director of the British UFO program, which means the media don't get it wrong, friends. They never get facts wrong. That means that it must be true that I indeed was the director of the British UFO program. And Steve Cambion saying I'm a liar is kind of getting in the way of them UFO dollars rolling in. I like them UFO bucks, me does. And who the hell is this guy to go around with his facts and his evidence with this goddamn Philip Mantle guy? They got documents that say all I did was answer the goddamn phone. And now I've had to explain this shit to people like I work for, like Stephen Greenstreet. Did you know that on the basement office, underneath my name, it used to say former director of the British UFO program? But now, because of you meddling kids, right? Because of you meddling kids, this Stephen Cambion slacker
this wanker. Because of you people. Now, when you look at the Basement Office episode, the latest one, it no longer says former director of the British UFO program underneath my name. Now it says former civil servant. Well, isn't that just boring as shit? Nobody cares about a civil servant. They care about the director of a UFO program. So I invented my own reality, and God damn it, I believe it's real. It must be real. I didn't lie to no one, all right? I didn't lie. So Stephen Cambion said that I could come here and he would arrange for a polygraph exam and examiner, and you could see I'm all hooked up here. They got a lie detector guy here. What the hell kind? I came all the way from England for this. And this guy started hooking all these wires up to me bum and me heart and me fingers and shit. And now I'm supposed to answer a series of questions from this Stephen Cambion guy. And I'm going to do it, and I'm going to prove to all of you that I ain't no liar, I ain't. All right. All right, here's what we're going to do. We got a list of questions. By the way, I see all you losers there in the live chat, bunch of losers. What kind of a loser watches Stephen Cambion? And look at these names, too. Oh, my goodness, what a bunch of losers watch this show. Why am I even here? I flew all the way from England, I did. Oh, no, wait. Now I live in California because it's a lot easier to grift on you stupid Americans when you live here, right? And the heat got too much over in Britainland, or whatever you call it, England, right? The United Kingdom. But people there, like this Philip Mantle, hope he dies in a mysterious plane crash, that one. Anyway, over in England, start getting too hot. And people started saying that I never ran no British UFO program like I've been saying I did for years. So I had to pack my shit and get the hell out of there. I never liked tea and crumpets anyway. So anyway, and by the way, the food in England is terrible, terrible, terrible. Fish and chips is all we got. The rest of it is garbage food. You wouldn't want to eat any of it. I like California food, especially gourmet restaurants. I spend a lot of your stupid American people's money on luxury items like champagne, caviar, and things like that, you know. So anyway, I moved here to the United States so that I could get a lot of UFO dollars from you American stupid people. Because you stupid American people, you people believe anything, right? I mean, so I flew here from England. I told this Stephen Cambion he better shut the hell up. Stop telling people I'm a liar without proof, or I would sue him. Like, you know, a lot of people threaten to sue Steve Cambion because he talks a shite he does. But in my case, I meant it. And I said, you either got to give me a guest spot so I can prove I'm not a liar, or I'm going to sue you. And I got American lawyers and everything. So I came to the United States, I did, and I told everyone that I ran a British UFO program. But it turns out, well, people said I didn't. And people started digging up documents and evidence that proves that I never ran anything. Kind of proves, according to these critics, always a critic, isn't there? Especially in the United States, you bunch of wankers are all critics. Critics everywhere. The critics say all I did was answer the telephone and then forward information to the people that really investigated the UFOs. Well, how do you explain the fact that someone once called me the British Fox Mulder? They did. And when I go on news programs, not Stephen Greenstreet, because he wised up and took away my fancy title, he did, thanks to people like Phil Mantle and Stephen Cambion and other people with their facts and their evidence and all that. They're getting in the way of my UFO money. And I don't like anybody getting in the way of my UFO money. Stay away from my UFO money, you bunch of wankers. So I come over here And you American people ought to be happy because now you got a British UFO expert. Doesn't matter if I never investigated anything, I'm still a goddamn expert. I don't care what any of you. I do not. Look, it's about the truth, isn't it? Isn't it about the truth? Well, the truth is, I'm a goddamn UFO expert. And I don't care what Stephen Cambion or Philip Mantle or Stephen Greenstreet, who the hell is that guy? New York Post is a rag. The New York Post is a goddamn rag. And Stephen Greenstreet is a hack journalist who took away my fancy British Director of UFO Program title just because of a little bit of facts and evidence. And I'm sick of this. So today I'm all hooked up, right? We are all hooked up already, friends. I'm ready to, are you ready? We got a polygraph examiner standing by and I am here. And I'm going to take this lie detector, all right? But first, before I do that, I'm going to have to check in with the live chat and see, what a bunch of losers. What a bunch of losers here in this stupid chat room. Bunch of losers. You all be happy, all right? Especially you American wankers, you all ought to be happy as a pig in mud, right? You should be as happy as a pig in mud, you bunch of American wankers, because now I came over here, and now you bunch of nerds, you UFO nerds and geeks and bunch of space cadet people, you all got a British UFO expert. Don't matter if I'm just LARPing, live action role playing. Sometimes I do that. Live action role play with my wife. Yeah. And then sometimes me does it with Stephen Greenstreet. Oh, that's too much information. Look, I might be in love with Mr. Greenstreet. All right. He had that mustache. It was so porn stash sexy. I just couldn't help myself. All right. I fell head over heels for Stephen Greenstreet with his porno mustache. It's so sexy. I don't know what to do when I'm around him. I feel kind of funny. Kind of like when you climb the rope in gym class. Ooh. All right, now look, back to are you ready? We got me all hooked up to the lie detector, and I'm going to answer the series of questions provided by this Stephen Cambion and prove that I ain't no liar, I ain't. All right. Let's, we got to share screen so that you can all see the questions. Oh. Think we need some new glasses. All right, we got questions. All right, and we're going to share these questions. All right, let me read the first question, and I'm ready. Are you ready to administer the polygraph exam here? It's large. We're all hooked up, friends. I got the sensors up my butt and in my heart and in my finger and in other places. Did you put one on me cock? You can if you want to. No? All right. Look, we got all the sensors all hooked up to do the lie detector here. All right? That's what we're going to do. And I'm going to prove to the world and to this Stephen Cambion guy that I ain't no liar. All right? All right. One moment here. We're going to get ready to answer the questions here. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I think we need some new glasses because I can't quite see anything in here. Oh, all right. First question. The first question from Mr. Stephen Cambion that I'm going to prove I ain't no liar. Here's the first question. It says, were you really the director of a British Ministry of Defence UFO program? Again, friends, the first question, were you really the director of the British Ministry of Defence UFO program? Oh, I'm getting a little nervous here because I got to take. Are you all right? I'm ready to answer. Yes, sir. All right. You want me to read it one more time? He wants me to read it one more time. He does. Were you really the director of a British Ministry of Defence UFO program? Yes, I was. Did you have to start with the hard questions, really? Are you sure this thing is working right? I call bull on this. I don't think I want to take... Wait, I signed a contract. I got to answer all the questions. God damn it. All right, I got one wrong. All right, maybe I lied once. One little bitty white lie. I'm still a UFO expert. All right, the second question is, oh no, I don't really want, I got to answer all these questions. I already got paid for this appearance. And I'm under contract, so I'm a man of my word. I'm not a liar. It says, did you really investigate cattle mutilations for the British Ministry of Defence? Are we ready? All right, the question, my friends, is number 2, did you really investigate cattle mutilations for the British Ministry of Defence? Yes, I did. Look, you got to calibrate this thing better. I ain't lying, I ain't. All right. I lied a few times. Just 2 little white lies. Don't mean that I ain't a good person or anything like that. I just like to pretend I'm the British Fox Mulder. We all pretend, right? Some more than others. All right. The third question, did you really investigate crop circles for the British Ministry of Defence? Are we ready for me to answer? Yeah, we're ready for me to answer. All right, the question, my friends, number 3 is, did you really investigate crop circles for the British Ministry of Defence? Yes, I did investigate crop circles for the British Ministry of Defence. I did, I tell you. All right. Maybe I lied about that one too. All right, wait. Let me see. All right, we're up to number 4. How many of these goddamn questions do I got to answer all these questions? Come on. All right, number 4. Did you really investigate cattle mutilations for the British Ministry of Defence? Are we ready for me to answer, Mr. Polygraph? Yeah, all right. Look, man, they got me all wired up here. Got wires in me heart, in my finger, in me bum. I try to get him to put one on me pecker, but he won't do it. Why won't you put one on me pecker? All right, I'll answer the damn question. All right, so the question is number 4. Did you really investigate cattle mutilations for the British Ministry of Defence? Yes, I did. Damn, this is a real good. You must be it's like an expensive lie detector test, it is. I thought it was one of them cheap ones that you could just... Anyway, I'm under contract here. I'll answer all the questions, right? Number 5, did you lie when you said you had no experience or interest in UFOs before working for the British Ministry of Defence? Did I lie when I said I had no interest or experience with UFOs before working for the Ministry of Defence? No, I told the truth. God damn it. I don't think this lie detector's working right. I can't be lying this much, can I? Well, yeah, I guess I can. The test said I am. God damn it. All right, we're going to move on. Question number 6. Is the alien missing time encounter you describe in your book really about you and your girlfriend? No, it is not. Oh, I knew that one was going to get me. Jeez. All right, we only got... Look, maybe I lied 6 times, all right? That's not a lot of lies compared to some people. I mean, everything you got to compare me to the other UFO celebrities like David... Compared to David Wilcock and Calder Good, like I barely lie at all, right? Jeez, this is a tough test. All right. Number 7, did your influential rich father get you your job with the British Ministry of Defence? Well, first of all, what kind of question is that? Who cares who got me my job? I still got to answer this. Got me all hooked up to these wires. And my bum is itching now. Put probes in it, like an alien would. All right. Question number 7. Did your influential rich father get you your job at the British Ministry of Defence? No, I got my job myself, I did. All right, look, my daddy worked in aeronautics, all right? He had some influence and he got me a job. That happens a lot. Doesn't mean that I'm some kind of wanker or liar or anything like that. Wait, I did lie once he got me the job, didn't I? Damn. All right, I'm getting sick of this. How many more questions do I got? Oh, Jesus. All right, I'll answer the rest of these stupid lie detectors. I don't think this lie detector's working right, friends. I don't think it's working well at all because I am no liar. And just because this machine said that I lied 7 times now, don't mean I'm no liar. Don't. All right. Next question. Did you lie about the Calvine UFO poster hanging in your office? Well, everybody is talking, aren't they, about the Calvine UFO photo. And I'm the person that started talking about that in, what was it, 1996, I think it was. Yeah, I started talking about, just answer the, I'm sorry, but the polygraph examiner is telling me that I should just answer yes or no to this question. So let's have it again, yeah? Did you lie about the Calvine UFO poster hanging in your office? No, I did not lie about that. All right, I lied about that too, because there's a big problem with that. And that is that the photo was taken in black and white, and I said that the poster on my wall in my fake UFO director's office, it was a secretary's office actually. Well, anyway, the poster, I said it was a colored blow-up photograph poster of the Calvine UFO photo, but it turns out that I had to have been lying about that because the photo originally, my friends, it was taken in black and white, and I said I had a color. Maybe I colored it with crayons. Crayons? How do you American people say that? Crayons? Crayons. Maybe I colored it with some crayons, you American bunch of losers. All right, you wankers. So look, all this test said is that I lied like 8 times. Like I said, compared to some people who lie a lot, like Jimmy Church or, what about this guy on yesterday? This Jonathan Reed, he lies a lot more than me, right? He ain't no doctor. Then again, I ain't no UFO program director either, but all right. So it only said I lied 8 times. It's not that bad, friends. It's not that. This lie detector guy said it is bad. Shut up, you. We're both getting paid for this stupid experiment in truthology, right? All right. We only got a few more questions now, friends. I got to get one of these things right. Oh, no. Number 9, the question is, are you ready for me to answer? All right. The question, number 9, the question is, are you really just into this UFO thing for the money? Yes, I am. All right, it didn't beep. I finally told the truth, friends. Oh, my goodness. I got one right. I told the truth. Yes, I'm only in this for the money. Yes, friends. I am only in this for the money. I finally got one right, friends. I'm so happy I passed one of the questions and I told the truth. I told you people, I'm no liar. Yeah, I'm just here for the money. All right, I like it. I like to roll around in the money with my wife and my boyfriend, Stephen Greenstreet. Sometimes, hey, maybe I swing both ways. Don't judge me. All right, look, I finally told the truth. All right, yeah, I'm only in it for the money. Did you see that? It didn't go off. I told you, I told the truth. I tell the truth sometimes when it suits me. All right, we got one more question left in this stupid lie detector. And by the way, I no longer believe in the effectiveness or the believability of a lie detector test to determine truthfulness. All right. I don't think that this thing is working right. I'm not that big of a liar. I couldn't have lied 8 times. Shut up, you. The lie detector guy said I did lie 8 times. No, I didn't. All right. Maybe you don't know how to work this stupid machine you got me hooked into. Stupid. All right. Look, let's get to the final question then. Uh-oh. Look, this one could get me in trouble with me boss and me boyfriend, Stephen Greenstreet. I don't want to answer this. All right, I got to answer this because now they're telling me if I don't answer the final question, they're going to take the money for this appearance I got paid back. So the question, my friends, the final question is, did you lie to Stephen Greenstreet about being the director of a British UFO program? No, I did not. All right. Stupid lie detector. All right, look, I'm done with this, taking this shit. I'm not taking this bunch of nonsense. You can take your wires and get this probe out of me bum. Oh, that feels so nice. All right, look, I'm done with the lie detector. I'm not doing this anymore. It's not fair to expect me, a UFO celebrity. After all, I am a UFO celebrity. It's not fair at all to expect me to tell people the truth about UFOs. After all, almost every one of these UFO celebrities all fib a little. We just fib a little. We don't lie to you. We just fib a little bit. So I lied about being the director of a British UFO program. So I lied about investigating cattle mutilations for the British Ministry of Defence. So what if I lied about investigating alien abductions for the British Ministry of Defence? So what if I lied about investigating anything for the British Ministry of Defence? What if I didn't? Who cares if I actually investigated anything? Look, I did my investigation just fine. I picked up the phone and I said, hold on. I am a secretary loser here in the secretarial pool, and you need to talk to someone that's much more important than me, and I will forward you along your information to them. That's how I investigated them UFOs, I did. And the hell with anyone who says I did. And it's just simply not fair to condemn me just for telling a few fibs. So what if I lied about never having an interest or any experience with UFOs before I worked for the government? All right. So what if I lied to Stephen Greenstreet and told him that I was the director of some British UFO program that didn't really exist? Right. So what if I lied? I didn't lie. I fibbed a little. This lie detector guy saying I did lie 9 times. Look, I got one right, all right? I didn't lie on one of them, all right? I got one. The one about the money. Yeah. I'm here for the money, friends. This is why I'm here, you bunch of wankers.
Oops, accidentally hit the button. But yeah, we are at war, and it is a different war than we have ever witnessed. This rogue galactic federation that many are so excited to be in communion with, were kicked out of Andromeda. They were fighting with the negative in that galaxy, and They are headquartered on a planet called Venus. And, we have, so see if this story sounds familiar. We have angelic looking ETs from Venus who are coming down to Earth and having affairs with women who they find fair. And in this case, it's elderly women, but I guess they like more mature women. I don't know. And in this case, it's elderly women, but I guess they like more mature women. I don't know.
Wow, did you hear that? The aliens from Venus, they only want to bang old broads, right? Yeah, make sure you understand that. Look, this is a Truth Seekers exclusive story, okay? This is a new Truth Seekers exclusive story. According to Corey Good, there are aliens from the planet Venus coming down to Earth to find women that they find fair. But apparently, those aliens from another planet coming here only want to bang old broads, okay? They don't want to bang any young hot broads. They want to bang old broads. Maybe they got an old broad fetish, a mom fetish, grandma fetish, who knows? And this is not supposed to, this is serious, okay? This is some serious shit we're talking about. Those aliens want to bang old broads. Where does he get this from? How, in what universe does he think this sounds like it makes sense? Okay, there's these aliens, and they're coming here to bang human chicks, but they only want to bang the old ones. Apparently, they like old broads, right? Or what do you say, mature women? Jesus.
So,
yeah, I don't think it's exciting or good that some goddamn aliens from another planet in our solar system are coming here to bang our old broads. All right? Some of them old broads are still hot and cougars, and they're definitely still bangable. And I, for one, I will speak for all of Earth and all the men on Earth when I say that we, the men of Earth, do not want aliens from another planet coming here to bang our hot chick old cougars. All right? So, there's a lot of men on Earth that are getting a little older. They're divorced. They never got married, whatever, and they need a piece. All right? And them old cougars are easy targets sometimes. So I want to just say, for the benefit of Earth people, that Corey Good should go talk to those aliens and tell them to stop banging our old broads. I am absolutely convinced that if we just let them bang our old broads, they're going to be banging our young broads next. Okay? Can't have them banging our young broads. If I'm telling you right now, if we let these aliens bang the old broads here, they're going to start with banging the old broads and the cougars, and eventually they're going to want to bang the young hot ones, all right? And we do not need that competition. Have you seen pictures of these aliens? Those are hot dudes. Those are hot dudes. They look like Chris Hemsworth from Thor. Am I saying that right? I think so. Listen, we do not need this kind of competition, okay? And I'm going to just show you. Look, I'm going to show you. We can't have these. Look at these guys. Look at this. You want to compete? Do you really, as a human male, want to have to compete with those Nordic alien men? Look at that. Look at that. Blonde hair, blue eyes, high cheekbones, perfect skin, perfect teeth, probably perfect nails, probably, right? Look at this. Do you want to compete with that dude for old broads you're trying to bang? Or worse yet, do you want to compete with that dude for young broads you're trying to bang? Come on, man. Corey Good, Corey Good is bringing us terrible news because all men of Earth are right now, we have to compete with some hot alien dudes that come here to bang our old broads. And I'm telling you, if we let them bang our old broads, they're going to want to bang the young hot ones too. No, you can't give these aliens an inch.
No. to the man I wished became a colleague from the start, commonly known by his association with the concept of blue extraterrestrial volatiles. I will say this. I genuinely wanted to be your friend. I wished at first that we would put in common our information and work together for the disclosure with all the others. But instead, you raised a crusade against me. I was never interested in responding to your provocations. I never criticized you, and I remained silent to this day. Your own personal pain caused harm in this community when you brutally turned your back to the wonderful, well-knowledgeable scholar in exopolitics who gave you all his support. You hurt this whole community, but in the end, you only caused harm to yourself. Here is what Jorhan Heredion told me about you a long while ago. He said that you didn't lie at the start. He said that your original experience in the space programs was genuine. All of it was true. He confirmed it to me. But then he said that you had a programming that switched on later, when your informants changed. Your programming is clearly about aborting the space program's witness disclosure. I have withheld this information for so long, too long, not wishing to get involved in the deep mess that you created. You own nothing but your own truth, dear child of swords. I sincerely wish that one day you find the seed of light in your heart and allow peace to prevail.
Look, if you had one shot or wetty, knees weak, arms are heavy, there's vomit on his sweater already, mom's spaghetti. He's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd goes so loud he opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. He's choking how everybody's joking now. The clock's run out, time's up, over, blow. I like big butts and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny that when a girl walks in with an itty-bitty waist and a round thing in your face, you get sprung, want to pull up tough because you noticed that butt was stuffed. Deep in the jeans she's wearing, I'm hooked and I can't stop staring. Oh, baby, I want to get with you and take your picture. My homeboys tried to warn me, but that butt you got makes me so horny.
Yellow.
Jeremy, it's Papa Lou.
Oh, hey, dude, man. So, like, whoa, man, this is like so crazy because, like, man, I was thinking, man, like aliens are so cool, and like you, dude, you used to work with aliens, man. And so, like, I was thinking about, I was thinking about like you, because you were at like ATIP, dude. Well, not officially, but whatever, man, that doesn't matter. Anyways, crazy, man. I mean, crazy. Am I right or am I right? Why aren't you talking, my dude? Am I rambling again? Because if I'm rambling, it could possibly be my UAP anxiety, or it could be the mushrooms. Okay, so like I know you hate when I ramble, so I'm gonna just stop talking because I'm not gonna lie. That last camping trip, dude, unfucking acceptable. I know I wouldn't stop rambling about the Baghdad Phantom, but like, you didn't need to beat the living shit out of me in front of everyone. Not cool. Okay? Anyways, what was I talking about? Shit. I'm like freaking 3 weed brownies into the unicorn pit, and I need you, my dude. Lou, are you
Jeremy.
there? Lou,
Jeremy,
fuck, man.
Jeremy, shut the fuck up. My God, every time I call you, do you have to be on mushrooms every time I call you?
Well, yeah, man, it helps me connect to Bob Lazar's spirit animal.
Oh, for Christ's sake, Jeremy, can we drop fucking Bob Lazar, please?
So, dude, you got to hear this dream, man. So I'm saddlebacking Bob Lazar's spirit buffalo, and we're like surfing on a wave of element 115, right? And so then,
Oh my God, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to kill myself right now.
right? So then I'm like, whoa. He's like, whoa. And we're like, whoa. We come up to a white mountaintop. Then the mountaintop says to me, get this. It did. Well, you're not going to believe what it said, but it was like, weaponize your curiosity.
Sorry, I mean, yeah, look, that's great, but can we?
Right. So we merge into the mountaintop and shit, I forgot what happened. Oh, yeah. So then my Bob Lazar buffalo grows angel wings and we go through a wormhole to Area 51. And can you guess who was there, dude?
Just kill me, please.
Well, hold on, Mr. Impatient Pants. So, dude, get this. It was the Baghdad fucking Phantom. Yeah, dude, I swear to God, in the flesh, fucking contrails and everything. So I'm like, shit, I need to get this filmed or my next podcast is going to tank worse than the last one. So then Eric Davis starts vomiting dino beavers and I'm like, whoa, dude, whoa. So I didn't plan for this, right? So I'm like, dude, what the fuck, Eric? So then a dragon shows up and he's got his 3 little alien babies and I'm like, and I'm all like, you can't put the clown on the beaver nuts without creating an alternate dimension. I can't tell Bruce that's fucking when the Lee force no. field opened up. Bears. So So then then the the dragon dragon tells tells Bob Lazar, and I was like, whatever, dude, it's not like Bob's you not are the getting laid, one. he owns a brothel.
Jeremy,
And I'm like, is this
Jeremy,
the DMT highway? Does anyone have
Jeremy,
a
you
fucking
fucking
map, man?
moron.
Because I'm lost in the sauce
Jeremy,
here and I could
shut
use some
the
fucking
fuck
help.
up. Just shut fuck up, please. Jesus. Look, Jeremy, we're in a bit of trouble, okay? I need you to focus and listen to the words coming out of my mouth. That UAP hearing has made me look like a blowhard. Everyone now knows all my bullshit that I've been spouting off about higher resolution videos and recovered alien materials.
Yeah, where are those, by the way?
Jeremy, we've been through this. They don't exist.
Oh, that's right. You're full of shit.
I've got Mick West debunking every video I stole from the Pentagon. Simultaneously, I have Lou reviews outing my private texts where I lied about the Felon 5. On top of that, every fucking week, UFO Judas trolls the shit out of me with his videos. It's all falling apart, Jeremy. No matter how much I promote myself on sock puppet accounts, people are losing their faith. I'm losing control of the narrative. Can you imagine how bad it will get when my useful little idiot King Milkfart finds out I've deceived him? The trolling will never end from that twit. Jeremy, I've tried everything. I've gone silent off Twitter, hoping this whole thing goes away, but it doesn't. Lou Angeles, just when I think he's gone, he comes back to haunt me. Just thinking about him scares the shit out of me. Then you have Mick West, he's even scarier. My God, the terror of it all. I'm going to have a goddamn nervous breakdown. Jesus, hang on, Jeremy. Let me pop a Xanax. I'm getting desperate, Jeremy. I have my book coming out, and all the book has is carrots on a stick and NDAs. Sometimes I sit alone cleaning my pistol, and I wonder, what if... You know what I mean?
Cranberries, yeah.
I don't know why I even bother with you, Jeremy. I mean, Jesus Christ, you are absolutely fucking useless. But I need you for something. I need you to pull your little peanut together and pull some propaganda for me. I need you to call up Napster and let him know we're going to need 2 weaponized podcasts. I want these podcasts dedicated solely to promoting me as a hero to the UFO community. I want my zealots motivated and dogmatic. I want them believing I'm the next coming of Christ. I want you to tell them all of the amazing things I've been doing for the UFO community.
Like what?
I don't know, make something up. I want them thinking I've been working behind the scenes briefing the AARO. Unfortunately, that asshole Sean Kirkpatrick knows I'm full of shit and won't take any more secret meetings from me. Every minute these assholes keep exposing the truth is another minute I'm losing my influence. This needs to be fixed ASAP, Jeremy. Now, if you can't manage to do this without fucking it all up, well, Jeremy, let me just say this. I don't want to have to get physical with you again. Do you understand what I'm saying, Jeremy?
Yet you're saying you'll beat the living dog shit out of me again?
Good. then I expect to hear the podcast next week. Now I want you to title it Lou fucking Rambo Elizondo. Skeptics beware.
Cool, man. We'll do Rambo. Hey, man. So, like, can I finish my epic journey with you?
Absolutely not.
Lou's such a great dude. Well, Bob, you ready to head back to the Shadow Realm?
Multiple sources.
Sources.
Multiple sources.
3 sources.
Credible sources.
3 sources.
Credible sources. Multiple sources.
Sources.
Multiple sources.
3 sources.
Credible sources.
3 sources.
Credible sources.
Fighter jets were deployed.
Multiple sources.
Fighter jets were deployed. Sources.
I've heard of that from 3 different people.
Yeah, I've heard the same thing.
I've heard of that from 3 different people.
Yeah, I've heard the same thing. The lack of information, the lack of information, the lack of information, the lack of information.
This is an ongoing mystery.
Multiple sources.
This is an ongoing mystery.
Multiple sources.
Intelligence sources.
This is an ongoing mystery.
Multiple sources.
This is an ongoing mystery.
Multiple sources.
Intelligence sources.
The lack of information, 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 the lack of information,
Multiple sources.
Multiple sources.
3 sources.
Credible sources.
3 sources.
Credible sources.
Multiple sources.
Multiple sources.
3 sources.
Credible sources.
3 sources.
Credible sources.
This is an ongoing mystery.
Multiple sources.
This is an ongoing mystery.
Multiple sources.
Intelligence sources.
This is an ongoing mystery.
Multiple sources.
This is an ongoing mystery.
Multiple sources.
Intelligence sources.
We have taxes to pay, to be honest with you, so please come on in and help us out so we don't go in debt. Everybody needs money, and I know everybody gets mad online if you charge for anything, but that's why we try to keep it as inexpensive as possible for you. If you buy this course, you're getting us $333 closer to the Hawaii planet, okay? Sometimes I gotta be direct.
Truth Seekers is a viewer-supported show. Now there's a great way to support these broadcasts and show your support. Please be sure and check out our merchandise store. Links to our 2 merchandise online stores are in the links to this video or podcast. The Amazon storefront ships super quickly in the United States, Great Britain, and in many more places. Amazon may not ship to your country or location. If that's the case, hit our second merchandise link in the description and visit our Redbubble storefront. Merchandise from our Redbubble storefront ships worldwide, but may take longer than Amazon. We've got a great deal of super high quality merchandise for you to choose from, including t-shirts, phone cases, sweatshirts, and even pillows. The feedback from our products have been overwhelmingly great. Quality products and fast shipping. People all over the world are buying some merchandise and showing their support of the show. Praise the cash. Praise the cash. Praise the cash. We thank you all, kind and generous benefactors who are buying some merchandise and helping us to continue this journey.